Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. It has been a crazy day here in crypto. One of our members got hacked. The hacker was a pro. They knew how to just sweep stuff quickly and how to use various pairs on PulseX to liquidate. But they were not, it seems like, and I don't want to say too much on stream yet, but it seems like they're not familiar with Pulse Chain. And I'm going to leave that there. But we're just going to hang out here. If you guys are watching on YouTube and the stream stops, just switch over to X, because I get my streams halted, blocked, and all sorts of stuff from YouTube. So if you're on YouTube and the stream stops or freezes or whatever, just come on over to X, because I don't have any problems with X. Unfortunately, I wish that StreamYard worked better with X, because the comments and stuff aren't good. I can't even comment on X on StreamYard, even though they're connected. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. But we got Tracy G in the place to be. Good evening. Look, that even rhymed. I want to be playing some music. And the really cool thing came out. I'm checking. I'm asking permission right now. To see if it has been shared with us in Telegram. But I'm blown away. I'm really just my mind is blown by what a member of our community has put together. And so I'll see if I can play that piece for you, the taste, tonight. But if not, he said that he will be in tomorrow. And I haven't even got my sleepy tea ready, guys. I just walked in the door. Was out for the craziness. I wish I had been at my devices today when the hacker dumped about 18K, took our price from in the 18s and 20s all the way down to 11. Right now it's bounced back up to 1350. So there's actually a play to be made here with the Ping Mistwell for you guys that are playing that side game. Let's see here. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Just letting Dawn know that I just got home. Okay, let me just finish this little text. I know this is great. You're watching someone text. It's I tuned in to watch someone text. I apologize. Just actually, while I'm waiting to see what's going on, let me at the person here in Telegram and see if it's good there. The link to join is in Telegram, and I'm going to share the link in X in just a second. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so let's just say that Don will join us when he can. Let me just say that. And let me get some stuff going for you guys while you're sitting. Thank you for your patience. Like I said, if anything goes down on YouTube, just come over to my X account. We'll be streaming over there. And let's just throw up some of this right here. I'm going to get some my tea going too. Shout out to Red Squirrel, oi oi. That's just an amazing clip, totally amazing clip. And let's jump into our song by K Figure, video by Rip City Hex. I mean, just I can't say enough about AJ. He does some really cool stuff for multiple communities, and I love this video. So enjoy this.
Nova is here, he's the leader of Alpha, leading the charge. Yeah. With his main man Heavy, hit up right by his side at the raid. Together they fight, and drive their corridor, rich and valor, fighting for good. They refuse to back down in this war for justice. They wear the crown. Nova and Heavy Hitter, they rise from the dust. For the cause, they never back down. With Big Boy Leroy, his feet firmly underground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. About you, okay? See a man was a tree, so we all walk now. Through shadows of doubt, they light up the way. With power and purpose, they seize every day. Their enemy tremble in the dark. Nova and Heavy Hitter, our heroes embark in the big galaxy that's covered by night. They bring the fire and ammunition to ignite. For its Alpha they serve, their honor was true. Nova and Heavy Hitter, they rise from the dust. Fighting for the cause, they never back down. With Big Boy Leroy, his feet firmly on the ground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. For every shadow, they bring the light. Nova and Alpha, defenders of the right.
Banger, 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 banger. And now we're gonna jump into a couple things that this is where YouTube gets a little tricky. I'm not sure how many people are watching here on X. I should actually add that on X. But in the meantime, I want to play some of this right here. This is one of our very supportive, awesome OGs in the space, Korean investor. That it's pretty good. He and a lot of other people in this community are killing it. We have so many talented artists, both graphic, video, stuff like that. Like here's Korean investor. I'm a Hexagon. Let me share the screen here. You'll probably get hit with a commercial or 8 because I signed up for SoundCloud. But there we go. There we go. Boom, boom. Boom. I'm going to add this link right here to X in just a second. But let's start playing I'm a Hexagon by Korean Investor.
And I crush everyone that steps to me. I stomp on them. I flatten them. They're scared to even talk to me. There's a trail of bodies behind me. Bring on your heroes, bro. Watch me crush them. Bring your heroes here to die.
With
What's up, Hexicans and my people in the digital and crypto space? My name is Corey, an investor, and I want to talk to you about how I find the most innovative crypto out in the world. It's called Hex. And here's my story. Listen closely.
On the track.
So first, there was Bitcoin, the OG in the game, the whole reason I even thought to get in the lane. So let me explain. Content creator Javon James spoke of a crypto that made mad gains, but it was and I got wrecked, but I still had the pulse, had to get it back. My first Ponzi experience, and that's a fact. It was unaudited code everywhere. Cease and desist letters had everyone scared. But it's decentralized, right? Sight. All of these projects are 99% hype. So then a dollar cost averaged it to eat. It wasn't complete, but I just said I gotta eat. It was a slow progress, but guess what's next? Richard Hart's completed project. It's called Hex.
So why would I take huge counterparty risk to make 7 measly percent when thousands of percent are possible? Why would I do that? Crypto is designed to get rid of counterparties, not add them. And all of those loan your coins out for money things, the vast majority of them, takes your keys from you and makes the world a less secure place so that you can make 6 or 7%.
We're the Hexicans coming for your neck again. This cryptocurrency space ain't ready for us yet again. We're the Hexicans. Yeah, I'm a Hexican. Now, we're the Hexicans coming for your neck again. This cryptocurrency space ain't ready for us yet again. We're the Hexicans. Yeah, I'm a Hexican. So I'm like, bet, how can I invest? He said, if you got MetaMask, brother, you set. Now don't forget to write your seed words down. Not your keys, not your crypto, bet. So I step. Richard is a vet, retired at 23, traveling in jets. He writes self-help books, especially his new book. In 2019, Richard Hart was that guy. Most famous words, bring your heroes here to die. Now I'm a Hexican, all of us are best of friends. All around the world, and none of us are next to kin. You stake your Hex and you receive shares. Hex.com explains it, it's all quite clear. And everything is done without expectation. Bitcoin is spaghetti code, Hex is amazing.
Bitcoin stores value, the number goes up, everyone's happy. Ethereum stores value, the number goes up, everyone's happy. Hex stores value more securely than Bitcoin. With audited software, Bitcoin's not audited. An economics audit, Bitcoin doesn't have an economics audit. Isolated consensus code so that it can't accidentally get screwed up in a network upgrade.
We're the Hexicans coming for your neck again. This cryptocurrency space ain't ready for us yet again. We're the Hexicans. Yeah, I'm a Hexican. Now, we're the Hexicans coming for your neck again. This cryptocurrency space ain't ready for us yet again. We're the Hexicans. Yeah, I'm a Hexican. Now, to Hex haters, high haters, we got Marines on the team and they ball breakers. Hex cut out the middleman, that's the original plan. So you never get scammed, you mint your own coins. Now I'm on my drill shit, fuck Peter McCormick. I'll disrespect them in these streets, maybe with a loaded clip. And coin market cap is whack. See, Hex is the top 10 crypto, so where we at? Now I'm just having fun, basking in the setting sun. But please don't play with Hex again, or I'm gonna have to get the gun. We've already done the 350X. Sorry, plebs, but we ain't even start to flex. When we hit the trillions, we'll change like a millions. Trust us, interest, oh, what a feeling. We in the building, and Hex gonna make a killing. Yeah. So shout out to the creator and founder Richard Hart. That took hours to teach us individuals who really want to learn and understand cryptocurrency. It took this many years to research and create the project that we know now as a product called Hex. Shout out to content creators like Hexologists, Discord Syndicate, RG3s, Cutthroats, and many more. Yeah, like Kyle, Firebun, Steph with the Stake app to find and track your Hex. And special shout out to Ski Cat, Artie Intel, and Freddie Quotes. Remember, crypto is the highest appreciating asset known to man. So let's stop trying to be right and get it right. Remember, do your own research and never invest more than you run to lose.
Only use case that has had any adoption whatsoever in cryptocurrency is speculation, store value. That's it. Period. For speculation, what's the only thing you care about? Price up. Okay. If you're a store value guy, what do you care about? Price up, price up, price up.
Crispy, man.
Well, what makes price go up? People buying more than they sell. Anything else? Nope. Hold on a second. Wait a second. You're telling me that the most important thing in crypto is the price goes up, and that the only way the price goes up is if people buy more than they sell. Yep. That's what I'm telling you. Well, isn't it interesting that Hex was designed specifically to address exactly those two things? Yeah. Hex monetizes the only thing that actually matters, which is people buying and not selling. And it monetizes the time value of money the same way that they do it in the real world. It just blows my mind that we have CDs in the real world, but we don't have them on the blockchain. So I put them on the blockchain. And people are just like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, the share price has gone up over 500x. That's a big deal. People that people that truly understand Hex and get it, it's all about the shares. The shares are more rare than the Hex.
All right, man. That's Corey.
Dude, I love Corey's music, dude.
I'm a Hexican. And here's the deal. Like did you see that? Did you see the taste? What's up, Crispy, man? Come on in here if you want to. We're just chilling and listening to music.
Crispy is the man,
and
dude.
just waiting for YouTube to kick us off, which kind of sucks because let me stop, put my face up here for y'all. It really sucks because you can only, the easiest place to comment is on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like StreamYard sucks. StreamYard sucks with X like MetaMask sucks with Pulse Chain.
That is true. That is good.
I mean, they're just like oil and water, man. They're just not compatible. Corey, an investor, like I said, he put this taste on our Telegram group. And
yeah.
I know I'm biased. This is like the best Hex rap or crypto rap that I've ever heard.
Are you talking about the one you just played?
So catchy. No. I was asking him, like, should I play this taste? Because he said tomorrow he's got a big surprise. Because someone tweeted at him saying,
a new track?
How cool would it be to catch a new track from Corey, an investor, about anti-gravity? Dude, you haven't been there?
No, bro. Dude, like I told you,
gotta hang out in our
all day.
Telegram.
I was in that studio all day. We recorded, like, dude, with this voice thing. I pounded like 3 waters this morning.
But your stuff went good this morning, right?
It went beautifully, man.
And that's important. I'm glad that you ducked out early last night and took care of your voice for the other podcast. And I'm glad that went well, because that's I think that's very important. And
thanks, man.
I think it makes a big difference to a lot of people's lives.
Dude, thanks, bro. It fortunately it went well, and it was hours of talking, and then I've taken the last couple hours as a break, but was up with the little boy, had gotten back, and so now I'm just got back onto the phone and everything, and so now I'm catching up. So dude, a new Corey track, bro.
It's insane,
dude. Have you already played it?
I started playing it, and I was like, where in the world did he sample? Because the background's real catchy. It's got this real catchy melody.
Is it this?
Yes. Dude, it's so
Okay.
catchy. And I said, where did you sample this from? He goes, that's not a sample. That's a new song. And I was listening to it, and my mind was just blown.
Dude,
I was
look at
like,
that
damn,
setup,
this
too.
is so good. This is so good. And the way that he and Free Quotes drop like onboarding information into bars is something that blows. Like, I can't wrap my head around that.
No, bro. It's like, dude, just what we were just listening to, like, talking about not your keys. Like, I had an appointment late last night, right before we streamed, and I did the nose, ears, and eyebrow wax, right, and onboarded her into Dark, and on a Pulse Chain, and on just DeFi in general, and had to explain, like, not your keys, not your coins, but dude, I could just throw a Corey track out there, you know what I mean? Like, just listen to this, and she'd get the concept.
Yeah.
But dude, I need to listen to this.
I would jump on, but I'm at a function. I'll be on the next one. I kind of
Oh
want to
yeah.
wait for this thing in its entirety and have Corey on stream with us. So I'm going to hold off. But if you're in our Telegram, which you definitely should be in our Telegram, t.me / anti-gravity saga, that's where, like, when the hack went down today and the price dropped like
Dude.
out of the sky, it was 18 grand, about 680 dark in all.
How
And
low did it go?
it went down to $11. It was like bounced around 18, 20 for a while.
Yeah.
18K. This dude was a pro because he hit it. You could see him sweep everything with value that was easy to find on PulseX. And he used PulseX, which tells me he's not a hexakin and he's not a pulsican. Because
Right.
hexakins and pulsicans will jump at least on Bateus, or they'll
Correct.
use some routers, or Go Pulse. They'll use the sweep
Right.
function, or the where you can send it to another wallet so it's harder to track.
Right.
He
Correct.
didn't do any of this. He just ran through, grabbed this, and I mean, I sent you some texts, and we're talking with behind the scenes with some of the people, but there's some things that are, thank God, he wasn't familiar with PulseX and a Pulse Chain and some of the things we got going over here because he was play the day and play the song tomorrow vibe. All right, I will definitely play that taste today from Telegram. But I mean, but I was like, it honestly, like, so I'm driving around. I'm not anywhere near my devices and my security.
Right.
I'm just on the phone, and I check Pink Miss Well to see if people are buying.
Of course, yeah.
I check dark and just see where it's going, how it's sitting, and all of a sudden it's like,
of course,
17, 15, 13, and I was like, and my phone sucks. Everything sucks on my phone when you're like trying to like go through transactions, because you have to find, okay, where's all the volume? Okay, the volume's on this pair, then you go there. Okay, where are the big sellers? Okay, they're right here. Okay, I got to find the address. But the Gecko terminal, it pulls up the action of the address, but it doesn't pull up a link to the address. So you got to go over to Deck Screener, which is bullshit, because Deck Screener only shows you the front ran order. So you're looking for the big sales, and it's mixed with all their FVF and bots.
Yeah.
Like the bots are like chomping and obfuscating everything. And I finally found the same address. So I pull up the address, I go to DBank, I throw it up on DBank so I can see the transactions easily.
Yeah.
Thank God for our Chain Explorer DBank. So I pull up DBank and I'm like, boom, 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 boom. And I see Dragon Dark. And I'm thinking, okay, well, Matt is the founder of Dragon. And the only people that are going to have a lot of Dragon are him, his family, his friends. So I copy I copy the address. I send it to Matt, and I call him, and I'm like, "Hey, does this address look like familiar? Like, is one of your dudes? Did you gift someone some dark, like a family member, and they're dumping that and Dragon? Yeah. Are they like buying drugs? Like, what's going on? Like, literally." And he goes, no. He goes, no. What the? And he pulls up. He pulls up his account on his phone. He's like, it's gone. Everything's gone.
So you were live on the phone with him?
Yeah, I was live on the phone.
He discovered that it was
out, and he was like,
he didn't even know he was hacked.
He went into shock. He's like, this was $40,000 yesterday, and now it's zero. And he's like, I gotta throw up. I can't even imagine getting there's a couple of times where I messed up in crypto and my heart just stopped beating in my chest.
Dude,
and everything goes numb. It's like an out of body experience because you're like, oh no, what did I do?
It's the most violating feeling in the world. And Matt, if you're watching, dude, bro, my heart goes out to you, man. Like that. Oh, dude.
Devastating, gut wrenching, heartbreaking.
Yeah. And
so then it's damage control. Then it's like, okay, did he get a hold of any other wallets? Where is he at? What else is compromised? Yada yada. And here's the crazy thing. He was just at my place this weekend,
right?
And I hooked him up with a laptop to be like a dedicated. I'm like, let's at least put everything on a dedicated device that's not online all the time. At least let's do that. So we had just moved it. He had just set up everything on the laptop. Now, here's the deal: like the laptop wasn't connected to anything.
Right.
You like barely maybe had email. You know what I'm saying? Like an encrypted email.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what I mean. Like you don't want to send anything on Gmail or whatever, right? Like,
No.
so you just
Use
put like an
Proton or
encrypted anonymous email on
yeah.
that device if you have to send some information like address, public addresses, nothing secure, nothing
Correct.
private. And we just set that up, but apparently he had been either his phone or his laptop had been compromised before the switch
Oh,
or after the switch, because I was under the impression that he had deleted everything off the other devices, but he
right.
hadn't. So he had the hot wallet on his phone and the hot wallet still on the laptop, the old laptop that was, used like for everything.
Yeah.
And you and I have both seen a compromise happen, and we know that happened either in Telegram or in Slack, one of the two.
Does he use
Because
Slack?
no,
You're talking about one. Yeah.
there was one account that early on or a while ago we checked on, and it had been drained. And
but there was also a third thing that could happen, and that could have been the fact that like there was an exposure of seed words.
True.
For that.
Yeah, there was an exposure of seed words,
and some
to
people
get something done with the team. So it's
Correct.
possible that anyone from the team or anyone that they knew could have got that. But either way, like we knew, hey, like this is where it came. It either came from Slack or Telegram.
Yeah.
And Telegram has been hacked all like over and over. A lot of people have lost a lot of shit off of Telegram. Telegram is, and I was actually reading in Hexagon Security because I start jumping in all these security groups. I'm talking to Papa Boner. I'm like, okay, how do we do this? How do we do that? Like damage control.
Yeah.
And they were like, dude, Telegram is completely messed up. Like you can't block DMs. You can't do unless you're a premium subscriber.
Correct.
Like you can't get basic
Telegram.
security on Telegram unless you pay. And even then, people have been hacked like crazy on Telegram.
Can't you still turn off DMs from anyone other than contacts?
Not unless you're premium.
Did they change that then?
I don't know. Like I assume so because the people
on in Telegram.
The people in Hex Security on Telegram, they are up to snuff. They're like they're bloodhounds with this stuff.
Oh, of course.
And they were like posting and reaching out to Telegram, being like, "Hey, you got some serious problems on your platform.
Yeah,
you can't expect anyone to use it unless you fix these things."
Yeah,
for anything. Like granted, you should never like put certain information anywhere.
Right.
Like there's a time and place for paper, pencil, stamping stuff on metal, and never letting it see the light of day.
Yeah.
Like you almost want to go in a room without any electronics because we're getting spied on every day, all day from our phone. Everything that your Alexa, dude, I've whispered shit about Alexa,
dude,
and all of a sudden you hear Alexa pop up and she's like, that isn't very nice. And I'm literally in like two rooms away whispering this shit.
Oh yeah, dude. Tell me about it.
That Alexa's one nosy bitch, and then
she is.
From 2 rooms away, she's like, that's not very kind of you. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
you just proved my point, Alexa.
Out of the house. I pulled them all out. Like I made them be unplugged. Like even our fridge is a Samsung one with like the touch screen, and like it was it has something called Bixby that like listens to you, and I'm like,
Bixby, that was on one of my old phones, and you couldn't remove it.
No,
like I tried to uninstall. You literally can't uninstall this program Bixby, and it's a piece of shit. Okay.
I found the trick with the fridge. You unplug it, you basically make it reset, and then it like you do a reset on the fridge, and then it makes you have to approve and sign things like waivers before it uses it. So I'm just like, nope, don't hit OK, accept on those, and then it just doesn't work. That was the trick I found for that. But I couldn't find any other way except resetting the damn fridge. Hex Glenn, what's happening, bro?
Hex Glenn is in the house giving us this fist bump. Good to see you, Hex Glenn.
Dude, I can't say how about this taste, bro. I might need to mute real quick and listen to the taste because I haven't even listened to it yet. Like,
no, I'm going to play the taste.
Okay,
I am going to play the taste with Corey's blessing, but we're going to listen to the whole thing when we can have Corey on here because he's going to drop the whole thing. It is now. Dude, where have you been? It's so good to see you again. Sup, folks? And Jay, everything Papa done told us. Like he's like, hey guys, boom, boom, boom. And like I'll admit, like back in the day, I had the Kiki ledger with the screen because I wanted something with the screen so I could actually see it. And
Right.
it moves the numbers around. So when you hit the pin, even the device can't memorize your pin because it moves the numbers.
Right.
It was badass. The problem with it was it updated its firmware 18 times when you went to use it. Like every time you plugged it in, you thought for sure your shit was gone.
That's
Like
terrifying.
my heart stopped every time. It was so annoying. But then
Yeah.
again, it's like security is 90% inconvenience because thieves are like the what do they call the path of least resistance.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, thieves are lazy and efficient, and thank God they are because of what happened today. But even being, you can see the damage they did, dumping 18K of dark across
Dude,
all the pairs. You could literally see them go from pair to pair to pair until they they were watching the slippage.
And where did they send to? Like, I guess I pulled up on debate.
It's in our
I'm
Telegram,
looking at the
dude.
wallet, right? Oh, it is. Okay.
That address is in our Telegram. They bridged $6,000 out of
Yeah, I've
there
got it
to
pulled
an
up on this
exchange,
one.
and I don't know if we can track down the exchange. I don't think
Sometimes you can.
Omni
I mean,
secures it.
Yeah, I mean, what was the exchange? Was it do we know which exchange it was?
Well, they all use the Omni bridge basically. They're all just different front ends for, including Pulse Chain Bridge is a front end for Omni. But anyways, like they had $13,000 sitting there of what they had their spoils, and then they walked with they moved $6K out to, bridged out to probably cash it out into real life.
Right.
So I mean,
dude, there's something else I'm gonna check. Because sometimes
it is now.
Hey, we should ask Zach XBT about it. Like, he might not take it up since he's busy, but Zach XBT, man, he's game to do some sleuthing, especially if it's like something that's starting to hit a lot of people. If they can trace it to the same thing, he'll make a big post about it.
Yeah, dude, this person they weren't from Pulse Chain, but they were this was not new. You could tell that they had a system and they knew what they were doing. They went for the stuff that was easy to sell. There's actually a couple tokens I'm not going to talk shit about, but they didn't even sell those tokens. Yeah. It's kind of funny, but not funny because it's just a fucking wake up call.
Yeah, it is, dude.
It is now says Google phones and Linux. Just saying.
Yeah.
But then again,
you've been saying that for years, dude. Ever since we streamed together, bro.
But the thing is I'm not going to learn Linux. I should, but at the same time, you
don't need to learn Linux. ChatGPT already knows Linux. You just need to ask ChatGPT what to do.
Well, maybe I will then, because
you can learn
literally everything is just basically one or two steps that most people are not willing to take, and the hackers are going to go after the low hanging fruit. Yeah. Crispy says, Corey and Investor, good to see you. You said Ledger, you meant Trezor, and yes, it used to be very sketchy with updates. Almost had heart failure a few times with it. Definitely, no, it was the Ledger. It was the key Ledger, because it was the first one with a screen. All the ones had just a screen that showed pins,
Yeah,
but
wait, so you're saying that Ledger had a screen? It was brand or Keep Key was the brand?
Keep Key was the brand.
Yeah, so it wasn't Ledger Keep Key, because the Ledger Stacks is, I think, their first touchscreen one. And that one just came out in last, I don't even know if you can get it yet.
I'll double check. I just know it was the first one with a screen on it, like a decent little, not a big screen, but a tiny screen that you could actually read messages, and it would rotate the digits for you. The keypad, it would rotate the number pad there. But like I said, it was like this is back when I was a Bitcoin maxi. This is back when I had 2, 3, 4 Bitcoin. I was stacking sats. And every time I plugged it in, I thought all my Bitcoin was gone. And I had the seed phrase and stuff. I had my numbers written up, but at the same time, you were just like, has this been hacked? Has this been compromised? Because it's just blinking out.
Was it a touch screen?
No. Wait. Okay, so this is what it would do. It would display on the screen.
Right.
But then with the I don't think it was, when you hooked it up to a laptop or whatever, it would show the numbers on your screen, and then you would click blank buttons on the screen to do a pin or to do a signature. So like it would show you on the device, but it wouldn't show you on the screen. So if someone had hacked you, they still wouldn't see your pin. It's very intelligently put together, very, very hard to use.
Yeah, you had to match
almost,
the changing positions with the corresponding entries on your computer or mobile device without the actual numbers being exposed. Like I said, it would, instead of displaying fixed numbers, it would randomize the position and show them on its OLED screen. So yeah, it was just called the Keep Key hardware wallet. Like the Ledger wasn't. So in case anyone's confused, it wasn't a Ledger brand. Like it's the Keep Key was the brand. It was a Keep Key. Keep Key was the manufacturer.
Yeah, Keep Key.
Yeah,
it was a Keep Key something.
Yeah,
and it sounded like Ledger, but it's not Ledger. You don't have to learn Linux. It's like saying I drive a Ford. I can't learn a Chevy. I'm the same but different.
True.
It's the same but different. Just like Macs and Windows, just adds a third option.
Yeah, the UI is actually a lot easier than I thought it would be with Linux. Like
it's more secure. You saying?
Yeah, like if you're using Ubuntu, like I'm guessing that's what you're using it as now. Like I know some people, like I'm guessing it, or Ubuntu is like the version, right, of the OS. Let's see. I should probably look at have the comments pulled up. He says you don't. I mean, you haven't used Linux in a bit, but I know that's what most people that are all about security like to code in is Linux. You know.
Yeah, I use many different distros.
Okay. Dude, It Is Now has all the. I still watch movies that are in the theaters because of It Is Now. He hooked me up with some good, of course, only through legit things, right? But yeah, he hooked that up.
Yeah, but I mean, think about how many sketchy things we click on every day.
Oh yeah, dude, it's like terrifying.
Like and like I said, I've met, you read about those scary dudes, like hackers that can literally, if they know your IP address, there's nothing you can do to stop them. They're that good at the architecture and the things. And then you got social engineering that we were talking about the other day. Before the hack, we were talking about social engineering where they call it Verizon, they call it AT&T, they pretend to be you, they pretend to be a tech. When I was listening, there's this one podcast.
That wallet still has on ETH, it still has 0.1 ETH.
What's that?
It still has 0.1 Ethereum on that wallet, bro. That's still $255. I'm surprised they haven't jacked that.
Well, like I said, I don't know what they use to see its portfolio, but it wasn't something like it. Oh man, they probably use Pulse Scanner, like Pinata Pulse Scanner, and just like rolled down, and then they went to the easiest, exchange, because like I said, that I don't want to say too much because we're still doing damage control. We're still,
True. But we just need to make it clear it wasn't any issue with the project or anything like that. I'm sure people know that, but just to be extra clear,
yeah. PRV, you too, man.
Hell yeah.
Love you, bro, Hexius, and love you too.
That's my man, dude.
Thank you. I missed it. Like I said, he used to be in all of the streams back in the day, but then again, a lot of people they heard about this cool idea during the Wishwell, and a lot of people like I went out to lunch with Steve Stash, and Steve Stash says, you know what, like I just liked you, and I'm like, I'm gonna throw $50 in the Wishwell because I like Max, and I mean that touches me, and that means the world to me, because we really do have that kind of bond and community where they're just like, I just want to see this person win, and that really touched me. But then again, like that was a year and a half ago, wasn't it?
Dude, it was
a long time.
It was actually about a year ago. Like I think a little less than, actually, because I think we did the Wishwell in April.
Yeah,
like late March or April, I think, is when Wishwell was.
And one year in crypto is 1 year in real life is 40 years in crypto, right? So basically 40 years ago, people were putting money in this, and then there's almost no way that you can keep up with all this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, dude. Yeah,
Like,
there's
like you only have room in your head and so many hours a day to follow 3 or 4 projects really well, like to keep up on their streams, keep up in their Telegram, and follow them on Twitter. Like 3 or 4, that is a part-time job. That is 15 hours a week people are dedicating to crypto outside of family, job, sleep.
facts.
Yeah, it's for real. The struggle is real, and I've had to, like, especially focusing on dark. I've like turned a lot of stuff off. I sold a lot of stuff. I consolidated a lot of stuff because
Yeah.
there just wasn't enough headspace for it all. And
Right.
so now you bring security on top of trying to keep up with it. If you try to keep in track of just Richard Hart core coins,
That's
you
in and of
you
itself
can't-
is
you literally cannot keep up with the streams of his core tokens. You can't. It's
right.
impossible.
It's
It's impossible.
It's not a chance.
Yeah. I hang in Superman's Discord. He just rebranded his YouTube to the Crypto Night Show. Come hang out, man.
Dude, I will, bro. I haven't been on one of his streams in a long time.
Yeah, here's a tiny URL in chat.
I like his stuff.
Oh, hang out in Superman's Discord. So check this out. I am not a Discord dude at all. When I try to like fuck around with Discord, I feel like I'm 102 years old. No, like I try to like because Midjourney was on Discord at first. So if you join their Discord, you got to mess around with Midjourney, and you got so many things, and you just like keep feeding them a new email address and like just signing up for new Discord. And that's as far as I went on Discord, was using Midjourney. And my son.
That was like your first experience with it?
Oh yeah, that was my first experience with Discord.
Any old school NFT people know that was there was no such thing as like Telegram groups. It was all Discord.
Yeah.
Like back in the day.
My son started setting up a Anti-Gravity's Discord, and he wasn't happy with, because there's a lot of organization stuff that goes into Discord. You know, you gotta come correct, or people won't stay in their Discord if it's not set up correctly. That's how, like, it's like a fine wine. It's like a bunch of sommeliers walking around and like sniffing bottles of wine and be like, no thanks.
Right.
Like Discord snobs know a good Discord from a bad Discord. I didn't know this because my son was like explaining it to me, because he's a gamer. He's a kid. He's super young.
Right.
And so he's like, oh no, Dad, like you can't just like throw out a Discord. And I'm like, okay. So he started setting it up, and he goes, I'll come back later because I got to do like 13 more things. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, Dad, I gotta set it up a certain way, or it's not gonna run. And I'm like, because like I come from Telegram and Twitter, dumpster fire, shit post, and you just gotta sort through stuff.
Yeah.
It's just noise, and you gotta train your ear to hear that little fucking whistle. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
Like it's just like ADD Gen Xers, they love it. And then boomers and Gen Xers are all over Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in probably over 2 years.
Yeah, dude,
I
I'm
can't
not a big Facebook fan at all.
I can't stand it.
I rarely am on
I still have an account there, but
yeah, I'd love to post on it.
It's too boomer for me. It's too Generation X.
I'm not big on. Like even IG, I'm not big on.
Yeah. Hope you don't mind the link. No, I don't mind the link at all. Discord is so much better for direct person-to-person communication. That's good to know. How is it with security? Oh, boom. Especially on a private paid server.
Yes, the server that you're using.
Private paid server.
Matters.
Then you can keep the spammers out, keep the noise out. It might be worth the learning curve, dude. Discord gives you the option for public access and a private community. Best of both worlds. Shoot, we might have to end up. There's someone in the green room, but it says they don't have their mic and camera added. So they might have clicked on the StreamYard link on accident, or they might have to go through settings or allow their device to use camera but I do see them in there. So and they haven't sent me anything in private chat. So, okay, so it is now is like he's converting me to a lot of shit in a very short amount of time. Okay,
I trust in
but,
this now.
but then again, like
I'm
when
trying to
you're
do some
running,
sleuthing at the same
yeah,
time. That's why it looks like
yeah,
I'm trying
no,
to
you're
do some
good.
sleuthing.
When you are a founder of a project, I had no clue what it takes to build a community, to manage a community, to answer questions. And then you got the side quests of like Pink Mist Well, you got the side
Yeah.
quests of Collective, you got the side quests of the art contest, you got side quests of the book. And like I'm like, I feel like I'm drowning all day long, like just catching up, but like just barely keeping up.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot.
And then you're like, okay, I might need to completely rethink, a bunch of security stuff that I took for granted, because
Right.
this is a wake up call. I also got to set up a bunch of other stuff that the community deserves. And we're at that point, like once you get to RH level community, once you get to, Randy Hilarski, he's kind of a one man, like he does a lot of cool shit. Like he's not a good example, but once you get to a point where you have people from the community stepping up, adminning the Telegram, like we have some Red Squirrel's been doing 90% of what is going on with the Telegram right now. But like once you have people that step up and do, minute marks, time marks, and thumbnails, and just a bunch of busy work, editing clips, just a bunch of all around. There's so much stuff to do, and we got this amazing community. I would never I'm. Please don't let this come across as though I'm not grateful. I'm amazingly grateful for everything our community does and is. Our community, I'll put them up against anyone on earth.
Oh yeah,
our
so would
community
I.
is the best community, hands down, best
Of
damn
course.
community. But like I said, like we're going through those growing pains, and I love it because we're grassroots. Like these people actually are into dark matter, and a lot of people are like, oh, man, I've heard about dark matter, but I just don't get it. Even people that got the airdrop, I've been following up with a bunch of the 17 communities that got the airdrop. And they're like, I still don't get it. Like they've minted, like they've been through a journey, but there's so much going on. They're teaching their own courses, they're running their own communities. So like you really have to condense it down to like bite-sized bits and 5-minute, 30-second videos, or just three sentence analogies to be like bing, bing, bing. Three simple concepts is, and honestly, that's all anyone's brain really absorbs, except for like, savants and geniuses, and those with anxiety. Like you almost have to be on the spectrum to like soak up more than a few concepts at a time, because your brain just like it digests ideas the same way that your stomach digests food. And then once it's digested, it's ready to go back for either a little deeper meaning or the next level.
Yeah.
And so we really have an amazing community to wrap their heads around any of what we put out, let alone people that like go down the rabbit hole, immerse themselves, and come up for air. And they're like, you guys gotta freaking check this out, man. And then they dive back down into the ocean.
Dude, it's like you said, it's truly like it touches our hearts, man. Because especially with all the different meme coin plays and everything that's on chain, the people that actually take the time, that alone, just someone that takes the time to understand the project touches our hearts. But then, like you said, the people in the community, dude, it's just, nothing like it, man. Like, dude, if I ever thought, dude, if you would have told me, 4 years ago that we'd have Corey, an investor, in like our coins, that we'd create an amazing project, and in the Telegram, Corey, an investor, would be sharing a taste of like a new track, I'd have been like, no, dude, that's pinch me. That's not real.
It's a cool fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love the idea of it,
Yeah.
But like people like Corin Investor, people like Crispy Man, people like Randy
Oh,
Hilarski and
dude,
Sloth,
exactly. Crispy
like
man. Dude, exactly.
there are friends, but to
Yeah,
actually get their attention or earn some of their respect
dude.
is like it's huge validation for what we're working on here. It is a
Beyond, man.
huge vote of confidence. Peeing commits well. I can't even talk about 99% of the shit he does
Dude.
for this community
Yeah.
because it's
that cat, yeah.
he's that humble, he's that behind the scenes. He's like, dude, like just let me know how I can be of service. Like I've been so humbled by some of the messages and things that I receive from him. Red Squirrel does so much more for the community than you guys realize, and so much more for 3 other communities.
Facts.
That like I get to see behind the curtain every once in a while, you know, with people like him, Triplet Dad, Chris Corrigal, Brandon Davis.
Dude, all legends,
If you guys spent a day in their shoes or just followed, like just shadowed them for a day, your heads would split open, dude. Like
Facts.
they really, I'm not like just gushing and talking to make people happy. I really am saying you guys see a tenth of what people like Walrus do, a tenth of what people well, and now we're seeing way more about what Papa Boner is doing behind the scenes, you know.
Yeah, dude, again, almost everyone that you mentioned pretty much everyone you mentioned on that.
There's
people that
twice
I
as
either
many
watch
more
on streams or like, you know, like just before I even really got to know the community and started attending conferences, like, you know, years ago, like before that, I mean, listening to Corey's music, like, you know what I mean, with the family, like literally we'd be banging tracks in the car, you know what I mean, it'd be slapping. And again, Crispy, like I mean, watching him on so many streams, like diving down with Game Theory, and then of course the site, and then I mean, dude, PMW, like I mean, dude, that guy's always just a legend. I can't announce like different things that he'd been like connected to in the past, but again, dude, just such a respected figure.
Well,
such a respected figure.
I went into retirement rocking out to Hexagon Anthem by Freddie Quells.
Yeah, dude,
my kids can rap the whole thing word for word because that's how much we played it. And I remember being in Vegas. It was the first or second conference in Vegas.
Yeah.
And Freddie walks into the Excalibur, and they're him and Amber. I shouldn't be doxing people's names, but him and his amazing spouse. They're grabbing something to eat, and like I was starstruck, dude. It was like fucking Elvis entered the building, and like and Hicks Jamie's like, why are you acting so weird? And I'm like, that's Freddie Quells. That's Freddie Quells right over there. That's him. And it was fun. What was funny was that like he and his spouse were kind of like, you know, new to the whole thing. Like he knew people from his neck of the woods and people that he came up with in crypto. Right. But this was his first time really going out into the public where he was going to meet people he had never met before. And I just remember she's like, well, let's go eat. We're going to go. We were looking for something to eat. He's eating. Just go eat with him. Yeah. I'm like, you can't just go eat with Freddie Quotes. Don't you? I was like a fangirl. I was like,
you can't just go eat
Justin
with Freddie
Bieber
Quotes.
walks in the room and I freeze.
He doesn't. You don't understand. If it's anything, this is not a Michelin 3-star. He's not there. I think he breathes his food. He's not human.
I think he must be dizzy and just need a place to sit down.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, but yeah, like I walk over there and I'm like, hey, you Freddie Quotes? He's like, yeah, sure, super friendly, amazing guy. Anyone that's met him in real life knows he's just a kind soul. And
yeah, absolutely, he is. Dude,
really strong in his faith. Really strong in his faith. Really strong in his beliefs. But it's like heart of gold, Freddie, heart of gold. And we sat down and ate with him. And later he tells me, he was like, dude, that was the first time a Hexagon approached me in public ever. Like you were the first Hexagon I met in the wild, so to speak. You know, right. Like just out there. And like, but that's the kind of thing that's like, you know, you you get to meet your heroes. You get to hang out with. We went to this meetup in with Hexo way back. I mean, this is early. This is right after. So like the very first one technically took place in California. They went out to this place and they ate and they took pictures and a little bit of video, and we're like, holy shit, Hexicans can hang out. And then like there was this cool thing, I in Idaho, and I took off work in the oil fields and drove like 6 hours up to with my buddy, and we even got an Airbnb up there. So we just go to this dinner with Hexo and exploring Idaho and
exploring
Crypty,
Idaho,
Crypty, not Crypty Girl, but her brothers were there, and a bunch of other people were there that like I look back now, I'm like, holy shit, that was like historic. But like actually like meet people on the internet and find out they're even cooler in real life was it was life changing to make these friendships.
Absolutely, man.
You, for instance, I remember I was trying my best to help host the first Pulse Chain tour in Salt Lake, and it was a huge success, but I thought it was a failure. I thought if I don't have 6,000 people in this thing, it's a failure. Like I went up there and I found, some rooms, the conference center. And I was just like, telling the guy like, okay, like if only this many people show up, we just need this room. If this many more people show up, we need this room. Like they were super, super cool. Shout out to venue 6-9 up there in Salt Lake. Cool dudes. But I just remember like feeling like a total failure. And Kaylin was like, no, that was that was our biggest stop up to that point. We had never seen how excited you guys in Utah get. Like we turned the energy up, but I just remember like walking outside and there's a Batmobile Jeep all fucking armored out with glow lights and shit, like parked, like just like like I imagine like Leonardo DiCaprio that just pulls up on the fucking curb with his Ferrari and like walks out and gets fucked up. Parking tickets, like there's just this fucking tank, and I'm like, holy shit, who is this? And that's how I met you.
Yeah,
like that's how we met, was your Batmobile. Like even in Vegas, you could look down from your hotel and pick it out in like a trillion cars, be like, that's Don's ride right there, right? And I was like, dude, Don's so fucking cool. Like I like looked up to you. I was like, this guy's confident, he's friendly, he drives this crazy Jeep, and like that's what we
dude.
Yeah, little did we know we had a trillion things in common.
Beginning.
We were like spirit twins, separated at birth and then like rejoined at the hip, and be like, holy shit, I get you. Like you're one of the only people in the world I can talk about these three subjects to.
Right. Exactly.
And but like that's the beautiful thing about,
dude, and I felt the same way about you, by the way. Like again, dude, I was so impressed. I'm like, dude, this cat fucking throwing this thing. This dude's got it. I mean, look at the way he is with his family. Like the whole family was there. You know what I mean? I'm like, he's dressed so sharp. Dude's communicating so well. He's helping so many people out. I was like, I can't wait to meet this dude. So when you were sitting with so dude, that was such a wild thing. Just blast from the past real quick. So I've been watching the Crypto Spar book, dude. I shit you not. Imagine how crazy this was for me. I was driving to an appointment that I have in Salt Lake. I wasn't living anywhere. Like I was, living further away from there. Anyway, I'm literally on 700 East by Liberty Park. I'm driving and I'm watching a Crypto Spar book stream. I'm literally watching one. Okay, I pull up to a stoplight. Or no, I don't even pull up to a stoplight yet. I look over to my left, and on the stream I'm watching, they're talking about, I didn't even know they did like a Utah, or no, I knew a Utah one was happening in like 4 days, like in 4 days, right? Certainly not that day, but I literally look over and I had to double take, and it was the Pulse Chain car, dude. And I was like, what? I'm like, how
so
many
you like we're watching something live on stream, and driving into it at the same time.
Dude, literally, it's not even like I had watched it earlier that day. I have a bad habit of like watching and driving, right? Like it's more I listen to it and glance, and I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, how many pulse chain whips are there? And like I'm like, I have to drive up near and see if I can see these cats. And I pull up and it was Patrick whipping the car, like driving it, you know what I mean? So I'm driving up like trying to get the attention, like I'm all fangirl, and I'm like, yo, like, and I hold up my phone, and he's probably like so confused because it was his stream. I'm like, dude, I'm watching you right now, but how loud my thing is with the exhaust, he can't hear over that. So anyway,
It's
like
the Batmobile.
the thing at the event you hosted, and then I remember going up to that's where I met Hexy. Well, where I met some other people, and and I remember literally you were sitting down with all the dudes at the main table at Gracie's. And I was like, dude, I just gotta go like and be able to meet these dudes and like, you know, but there was everyone coming up to you guys. So the way I was able to meet you better was by staying after and then going back to where they were staying and helping you guys like pack up and load up everything. And, you know, so
we went to the Airbnb.
Yeah.
And I was hauling pens and notebooks.
Exactly.
And shit that was too heavy for them to travel with.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's just easier to turn you into fat. Like if you wouldn't mind, run down to Vegas.
Yeah.
Pull up your car.
Yeah.
Drive up to Salt Lake. And back then, like I was like an evangelist. I was completely converted to the religion of Hex. I mean,
yeah. Oh,
I had my tattoo planned, but I hadn't got it yet.
You couldn't.
And I was like, wherever you send me, Lord, wherever you send me, Richard Hart, wherever you send me, Crypto Sparbook, I'm there. Like I'll be your Huckleberry. And I was just like, it was such a like it was so cool to have that purpose and that mission to like onboard to save everyone financially and be like, guys, this really works. Like, you know, I went down the rabbit hole of like all sorts of stuff to find financial freedom. From the age of 16 to 42, I had done and tried everything and finally found crypto, you know, Bitcoin back in the day. And I was like, there's something here that's, it was the only place it wasn't a boys club where you didn't need $30 million to get into it, or you didn't need daddy's money, and you didn't need your family's connections. You could literally work at a pizza place and dollar cost average into Cardano or Dash or Bitcoin back in the day, or even Doge. You could literally degen and become a millionaire, like truly. Like it was, and it happened every 4 years. Every 4 years, a new class of millionaires was born.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was watching it, and I was studying it, and I was just obsessed with it. I listened to Richard Hart easily over 1,000 hours. Easily.
Oh yeah,
like, that's not even a exaggeration.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now, granted, a lot of those were him like sitting in silence or reading things or whatever, you know, just sitting scrolling through chat. But still, like just hours and hours of hanging out with Richard Hart virtually.
Literally.
Literally. Yeah. Rich Sansbury's in the house, boys. It is now says so many of my onboards do so much behind the scenes informing people. It's all about educating people. It really is, because it is a word of mouth, hold your hand kind of thing. And it's terrifying. People are their emotions are tied so closely with money, security, validation, you name it. Like money triggers people's inner child, right?
Yep.
And their insecurities and their drives and their motivations and their demons and their you know, whatever it is that's tied in real tight with money and dopamine in your brain. And we just like today is a great example, like why people are terrified, because you can make a mistake and you are the bank.
Yeah.
You know, like you're the bank, which is great, but you're the bank, which is also scary and a lot of responsibility.
Exactly.
What dark pool has the most liquidity? That is a great question. I'll pull that up on, actually, even on Gecko Terminal, it doesn't always show all of the liquidity pools. It just shows the most active ones. So I'll get into that, but I think right now it's probably the Solid X. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Lore Alpha Alert, Hexius Rocks, LOL. You guys are cute.
Thank you, bro.
We are cute.
Aw.
When you get a fangirl out with your best friends, like there's nothing better. Nothing better, dude. DCA folks, just saying.
He's right.
It's diet and exercise.
Right.
It's it's living within your budget. It's the boring crap that over time makes a big difference, but during the day it's difficult to DCA. It takes an unreal amount, a higher than average amount of discipline to say $50 a paycheck. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna throw $50, $10, whatever you're blowing on. I used to tell people, whatever you're blowing on, like take something like junk food or whatever it is, something that you spend money on, like coffee or whatever, wherever you're like blowing a little bit of money every month on something you like. And don't even commit to a long time. Commit to 1 month, a week, whatever you can commit to short term. Just say, okay, I'm just going to stop doing this one thing for this many weeks, and I'm going to put that money into crypto. And at the end of that month or the end of that 2 months, stop and see how you feel. And most people were like, yeah, I cut those subscriptions to those streaming services, or I quit smoking, or I quit going to the bar on the weekends with my friends, and I just drink at home for half the price. Whatever it was. Yeah, whatever it was. And they would be amazed at how a little thing, and there's an amazing book, if you haven't read it, by Jeff Olson. It's really short, really easy read. It's called The Slight Edge. And it's 3 stories how leveraging something over time creates huge results.
Oh yeah.
Like just a little bit over time, like compounding results, like compounding interest and other things. And if you guys haven't read that book, you can get the audiobook. It's like I said, it's three stories that just illustrate how you can break your goals and dreams into bite-sized pieces and just go on automatic, but it's a great book.
The Slight Edge, Jeff Olson.
Jeff Olson.
I used to give away copies and copies. Like I've read so many of them, but that one I would remember if I'd read that one. So I'm definitely gonna read that one.
Yeah, it's getting warm now that I put on the no permissions hat.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, you lose most of your heat through your head, right? I mean, that's the way it works.
Yeah, so I'll take that jacket off for a second. Listen and glance, the way to stay connected. Nice. DCA folks, it really is a concept change for people in that they have full control over their value. It's a hard one to sell, but when you get it done, nothing feels better. Like it really does add to your like self-esteem and your confidence to conquer really little things every day.
Yep.
What you do, we say this all the time, what you do matters.
Yeah.
A lot of people are told that they don't matter. Like marketing, society, government, like a lot of bad systems depend on you feeling like you don't matter without them.
Right.
And what we're saying is that you matter just because you exist.
Exactly.
You matter. You're way more precious than you think you are, and you're unique. And little actions, even if nobody sees them every day, they make a big difference and they matter. What you do matters. Like you probably don't hear this much unless you're in a really supportive community and have some great relationships. But what you do matters.
Absolutely.
And you matter. And this is the other thing that a lot of people, it's very difficult for them to accept, myself included, is you are worthy of the things that your heart desires.
Exactly, man.
Like you're worth it, basically.
If you can get to the point where you believe that, like it's off to the races from there. Like so many people can't get past that, man. I help people all the time struggling with that,
Yeah.
people get good things, and then people like to self-sabotage, thinking they don't deserve it, or they don't, you know. I mean, it's part of like the sudden wealth syndrome, or you know, it's like people they get massive opportunities, they almost subconsciously don't believe it, and then they just cook it, you know. They within a year they're broke again, and it's like, well, you deserve what you got, like, so it takes the time to put into it to realize that you do, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it is now says you matter, Matt, because math says you do. Just saying. Yeah, like the the possibilities of life on Earth and us being born, and dude, like I was listening to Michael Singer. He's a really cool dude. He wrote The Untethered Soul, and
Yeah.
basically he was saying, I was listening to his podcast, and he's like, you got somewhere between 30 and 35 trillion cells in your body. And
Yeah, which is
almost every cell does its own job without you. It doesn't need you. You
right.
have no control. If one of those cells decides not to do what it's supposed to do, we call that cancer, and you die.
Exactly.
Or there's freak things like strokes, blood clots. You know, not to get like fearful here, but just saying that, like, the fact that your body, your 35 trillion cells, do amazing things for you every day is a miracle.
Exactly.
Just that little bit of math on its own is amazing. That's a miracle.
Exactly.
I want to buy the dark dip, but for some reason, Pulse to Dark is not given equal value. It's like 15% less. That's why I asked about the pool. Rich Sansbury, are you on Pulse X or are you on Pateus? Because Pateus, like I said, I get bad deals from Pulse X, like shit deals from Pulse X. I'm not talking bad about Pulse X. I'm just saying that Pateus, even if I pay a larger fee on Pateus, I get a better deal overall. And right now, you know, I've been looking at some of this stuff because I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm kind of a fan of dark. I kind of buy the shit out of it whenever I get the chance. And, you know, I'm pushing like $100 to $200 orders depending on the pair to keep it under 2% slippage. So I'm munching, but I'm trying not to feed the bots, if you will. So
right. Got to do little bits at a time.
And congratulations to anyone that picked to whoever that was that picked up $11 hacks today. Like when it did that little snap to $11, I was dying. I was dying because I'm in my car on my phone. I don't have access to
Yeah.
anything. And I'm just watching this, and I'm like, $11 dark? Like I was, oh my God. It was like,
it's like seeing those shoes you always wanted, but like,
yeah,
$1.
yeah, like your favorite Air Jordans, and they're like there's a 50-cent sale at Foot Locker, and they actually have stuff in stock, and you're like, get me to and you can't get to Foot Locker.
Yeah, exactly.
It drove me crazy today to see those prices and be like, I probably would have fed the bots. I probably would have just aped in then. But with our experience with the Pink Miss Well, we realized that more money doesn't actually mean more value.
Right.
Sometimes you're just feeding because the Pink Miss Well's orders got bigger and bigger.
Right.
But the effect that it had on the dark price got smaller and smaller because the bots are trained to find that volume and just suck it dry. Just leech vampire, suck it dry. Thanks very much. It is now Fax Pulse Revision. Yeah. So Rick Sansbury, check out Pateus. Let me write it here. PITEAS.
.io, right?
APP. I think it's that app. Yeah, PITEAS, Pateus app. That one, like I said, for right now, it's just the best aggregator to date. We might get something better in the future, but right now that's my go-to, and that's what we link to. Yeah, he goes, yeah, I use Pateus. Yeah, then it is the liquidity. I'm going to share my screen so I can show you guys how I look at this stuff. And you guys in chat are probably better and smarter at this than I am. Honestly, I'm not just saying that. It's like Like I just to figure out a couple things that kind of works. Crashing boys, keep up the great work. Let's fucking go. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir. It's good to see you, B.
Yeah, get some good rest, and thank you so much for hanging with us. It is now. I reckon you you got a wrench. Your wrench is probably older than my kids on my channel, man. Like
Facts,
for
dude.
real, you're an OG from back in the day. So here we are. I'm pulling up a Gecko terminal, and you gotta copy dark because if you type in dark, a lot of other dark related projects are either paying for or getting more volume or just show up in this one. We show up really well on Deck Screener because we did jump through the hoops of Deck Screener to get listed and show our actual Telegram and stuff.
Yeah.
But like I said, Deck Screener does not show the full wicks and the full orders the way that Gecko Terminal has a much better accurate read of the buys. And Gecko Terminal also has a much better view of the liquidity. So let's go through liquidity here. We have $9,000 with the pulse. This was like 18 before we took a crash right there. So we're back up to 14 now. But basically, liquidity is 9K in Dark and Pulse. Dark and Hex has 12K liquidity. So you get less slippage on Hex. Then you have Dark and Most, which has 16K liquidity. However, I don't know if they have the slippage or the fee turned up on Most or on Pump.Tires or what it is, because I know that when you graduate from Pump.Tires, the person that creates the pair gets paid a fee, right?
Right.
So even though this is 16K, I've not been able to get big orders to go through Dark and Most. And then, of course, the 2FUX pool that's the thing from Balancer. So if you have each one of these tokens, you don't eat any slippage going into it. But if you're missing some of these tokens and it has to buy and sell to keep the ratio, then you eat some slippage right there. And we got a gift from Triple Alliance in Telegram. We'll jump to Telegram and listen to that. That's really cool clip from Corey.
Yeah, let's jam the taste because I got to run here in just a couple. I got to head back up.
Yeah, Pulse X only has 5K. Queen 2 has 13K. If you guys have Queen 2, Dark and Ink only has 3K. Dark Nuts, which was doing really. This is not bad. It went from like 6K to just under 5. Yeah. So Dark Nuts is really holding up very well. Gelato's got 5K and Nope has 3K. So it looks like your best bets right now are Pulse, Hex, Most, and where the hell is Solid X? Dude, Solid X pulled?
Was it pulled based off what was happening?
I don't know. It usually pops up here.
Let's see. Yeah, it would be.
Let me check
up there. Yeah, they orders it by largest liquidity, I think.
Deck Screener does it by volume. So here's Dark Most,
that's true.
Ink, Hex, Ton. I don't see, dude. Solid X and Nope is still here. Like here, so here. Oh no, here's a Solid X. So Solid X has this is V2. Solid X pulled about 15K of their liquidity today, which I'm not. That's a good move. That's a good move.
Yeah.
If Solid X was hacked, I'd try to pull my liquidity with Solid X. I mean, or one of the whales was, I should say. Like Dark wasn't hacked, but one of the big holders was.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, that's pulled. They pulled that right out. So, Dark USDC. I didn't even know there's a couple hundred there, and there's even a Coast one in here. But let me facilitate this taste right here for you guys. Corey, an investor,
this is I'm
at the moment. Pink,
geek for this.
A second ago, 1 million Pink Miss Well would get you 2.3 Dark. It's probably still at 2 right now. So if you're sitting on some Pink Miss Well, that is another way to jump in and get some of this. So here's the clip from Corey, an investor. I'm going to turn it on and
start it back over to the beginning.
It is good. It's I'll let it speak for itself.
I'm excited.
Let me turn on here. I want to take it back to the beginning. There we go.
Anti-gravity saga, hit the telegram, tap in. It's for y'all. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect staying true to the tech. We got the evil actress and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.
Yeah,
Dude, I was like I said, I heard
Oh.
that melody in the back, and we haven't even got to the hook.
Dude,
He gave us
I did not
literally
even
a
know.
taste.
I did not even know it was an anti-gravity song. When I said earlier, like
You
I was
didn't?
just meaning
Oh
to
yeah, like I heard a
taste of
couple
one
of
his
lyrics,
Hex
and I was
songs,
like,
I just meant that he share a taste of one of his Hex songs in that in
no,
like the Telegram. That's actually an AG song, dude.
that's an AG track.
Oh, dude.
At first, when we tweeted out to him and just kind of like we're hinting and being kind of like a little bit like, yeah, it would be really cool if you had one, but like
Yeah.
kind of hinting and stuff, and he was like, that's not like, it's pretty rare to get a core and investor track.
Yeah, it is,
And
dude.
I was like, yeah, like I hope you don't think that we're like begging or have any expectations or pressure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like when I say heard that, I was
Dude.
like, what? I can't wait to hear the rest of it tomorrow. I cannot
Dude,
wait.
me
I can't
neither,
wait to have him on here. Chow, Toxic Hedgehog is in the house too. He was saying something earlier. I'm on the
Toxic's
spectrum. What are
always
you
there,
saying, dude? I'm saying that if you're on the spectrum, you got an advantage when it comes to money and numbers.
Toxic's the troll, right? Toxic
Yeah.
is the
He
troll.
says, thank you for looking. No, definitely. No problem. Like I said, I'm like trying to scoop up whatever I can just as not even a founder. Like I'm just like, they're giving this stuff away. Like they're just, and it's a rough market for everyone. Like we had that shock from Richard Hart case being dismissed. And then people were like, I can finally sell.
Yeah, exactly.
This is why we can't have nice things, kids.
Exactly. It's why most don't make it all the way to the crypto glory, man.
Excuse me.
It's so true.
Jonathan Kampala, yeah, my brother
man.
from another mother. Oh, my brother from another, yeah, he's in the house. Like I said, our community is still like. Here's the deal: like on paper, we dropped 10 mil,
right?
But right here, where it counts, I would say we're growing every single day.
Oh yeah, dude.
Our community blows me away every single. Like Corey Investor is a really great example of.
Yeah, that still blows my mind, dude. I'm still like in shock from that. I'm shocked from that, bro.
People are so talented and passionate, and talented isn't the word I'm looking for. It's more than talent. It's like a real special skill.
Yeah.
Help me with the word, but there's a word that's just basically like there's these experts.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say expertise. Like
yeah, these experts that say, I like what you're doing here. Can I add? And they add something, like they put
can I contribute?
a piece of their like brilliance into these communities. Hex, Pulse Chain, and most of all, like I've seen it just go crazy with dark matter art. The amount of art that has been produced in 100 days of some of these art contests, and even people not even throwing up art for art contests' sake, but just cranking out just AI stuff, videos and music. And I mean, Crypto Cat wrote a poem, and not just like a silly poem. He wrote a deep, beautiful poem about dark. And I read it, and I was getting choked up. I was like, these people are bringing the best of themselves, and they want to share. They want to to add to the community, not take away. There's so many takers in life right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And society kind of rewards the takers,
Yes.
And sometimes it glorifies the takers, but
they don't usually win in the long run, man.
And of course, as I talk about someone who like brings up their expertise and their brilliance,
dude, Steve,
dude,
expert.
Having lunch. I was sitting at lunch with him when news broke, and we were just like, "What?
Yeah,
what?"
dude.
Steve Stash, turns something precious into
Makes it
something
more precious.
priceless.
Yeah, good, well put. Well put.
Steve Stash is just him, Corey Investor. Like, I could go on for 8-hour stream just talking about
Yeah.
people in anti-gravity.
Yeah.
The people that read the book and gave us notes of like, hey, what's messed up, what could be improved, what they liked. That's more precious. That's someone's time and attention. Time and attention is the most scarce thing on earth right now. It's not water, it's not air, it's not money, it's not time. Because time, depending on who you're getting it from, like for instance, there's somebody that that is the world's expert about the medical field, right? And the hour of his time, is worth it's priceless. You really can't put a price on an hour of expert or a master's.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they show up to this community and they offer that time and that attention, it's
yeah, dude, it's beyond special.
There's a better, I keep saying humbled because I don't know what else to say. There's a better word, grateful, humble.
In awe, like awestruck, like touched. We'll think of it.
We'll think of it.
Yeah.
It's something there. Why did it drop? Do we know? Yeah, we do. Was my buddy who's the founder of Dragon that I always like give him a hard time about Dragon, and I feel really bad now because Dragon just got devastated too today. He was here. He had a bunch of dark matter, and he even had a little pile of dark matter that he had dedicated to onboarding. So some of that dark matter that was dumped today was supposed to go to onboards. Like, he's a good dude. He's a real one. And unfortunately, somewhere he got hacked, and they just wiped him out. They just wiped out the dark. They wiped out his pink miswell. They marked you can see it in our Telegram. You can see his address that got hacked, and you can see the address that hacked him, and you can pull it up on Debanked is the easiest way to pull it up, and you can see them just execute. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
And you can even see them go from pair to pair to pair. On PulseX.
Yeah, they weren't even using.
They don't know about Pateas. They're not from here. They're not from this neighborhood, is what I'm saying. And we'll get into some other stuff later when it's safer to talk about it.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, they just you could see them watching slippage. That's how diabolical it was. Like, you could go into Gecko Terminal, and you could go page after page after page of them like pushing and finding, okay, I can sell $300 worth now. I can sell $200 worth now. Okay, now I can only sell 150. They were like, they're pros. Like, whoever did this is not their first hack. They've been doing this for a while, but at the same time, they're not Pulse. They're not Pulse people.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
They stumbled into it, and they read some of what was valuable and cashed out as much as they could, and so that's why I dropped today. And he had a substantial amount. I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot of dark.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's almost a blessing that liquidity was so thin. It's like, I mean, we never want to take $1 of liquidity for granted, but I'm just saying that, like, yes, it made the price drop, but it also is going to be like the thin liquidity is going to help it recover real quick. I mean, if it was, the hacker would have made off with so much more money had there been, more liquidity.
Yeah, because the Pink Miswell had all that hex liquidity. If the Pink Miswell had a bunch of liquidity in it, they would have walked with a lot more money.
Yep.
So thank God. And really, compared to its market cap, it doesn't have poor liquidity by any means.
Yeah, no.
Like, if you're on the market to buy some, and I mean, if you're in our group and you see the Pink Miswell deals, or people have DM'd me and said, hey, I want to do a big order, but I don't want to eat this slippage. And I'm like, I got you. People who have wanted to pair liquidity with dark have hit me up and said, hey, let's do a deal.
Yeah.
And we've saved a ton of money and not fed the bots as much as we could have. But
yeah,
there's a lot going on. And
Rich asked, did they dump it all? Or are we getting even cheaper? And no, it looks like they dumped it all. I think they've got like 2 dark in a liquidity pool.
Yeah.
Like
what does FBM stand for? Oh, damn.
Let's see. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I know earlier.
I don't want to
didn't
just
know what
make up
PRV
words
meant,
that
but
start
was
with those
pulse rate
letters.
vision.
What?
Or earlier, I didn't know what PRV meant, but that was pulse rate vision. So I'm trying to see if FBM is someone in the chat.
Yeah. Did they dump? Or are we getting even cheaper? They dumped everything they got their hands on. They sold everything.
Oh, feels bad, man. Yeah, that's right.
Feels bad, man. My imagination was coming up with like when you hear someone who English is a second language try to swear.
Yeah.
And they're like, holy shit, ass man. That is crazy with bitch face. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, I see what you're trying to say, but that's not.
You're clearly
close.
And you're trying to
close.
cuss. Yeah, you're
shit face, man.
Insult.
You're like,
just not
kind of. You're close. You're close. We'll help you. We'll help you learn to swear. I mean, the first thing everyone learns in Spanish is just like the worst words.
Yeah, dude. When I thought I was trying to figure it out, and I thought he was meaning like fucking baby mama. Like he was like blaming like whoever got hacked, like their baby mama or something. That's what I was thinking.
I thought he was saying fucking bitch man or fucking bitch mother. Like you have to say it with an accent, because if you say it in English, it just doesn't make sense. So it's like fucking bitch mother. Oh damn.
Yeah.
Feels bad, man, is the right. It really, like, honestly, like hearing him over the phone.
Oh, dude.
Go through that was
and I know who it is, and like, and again,
heart
it's like,
broke.
dude, and there's been a lot, like, and Mac, you and I have talked offline about how there have been a lot of like, I mean, Kanye kind of outed it to the world. Like he sent someone a tweet that was trying to get him to do a coin, like, or not a tweet, an actual text message that said, hey, I think they said $2 million to launch a crypto. We'll basically give you the first 500K up front, the other 15 or the first 1.5 million at the end. And you've got to basically tweet out the contract address, keep it on your Twitter for 8 hours, and then you can delete it and then send a tweet saying that your account got hacked. And so and seeing that, and then there's been a lot of like hacks lately, like that I've wondered about.
That's what I think when I say, "Oh, my buddy got hacked." They're like, "Oh, your buddy got," because we've heard a lot of people get hacked in crypto.
Hacked.
And I'm like, no, like if you knew this dude and if you knew me, which I think a lot of people kind of get a feeling for. I've been around long enough. I share enough of my personal life with people.
Yeah,
I probably overshare, but the truth is, like, I think they're like, no, like this really was an unfortunate event. This wasn't him cashing out. This isn't us cashing out. It's just it's crypto, man, and it's sometimes it's fucking rough.
You just got to be so careful out there, man. But the point is, like, knowing the dude and like having talked to him, and again, you know him far better, but it's this is not a dude that would sell.
Dude,
he doesn't need to sell. Like he was in other projects, and it's like, dude, everything got drained, and it's like just it's shitty, man. It's so shitty.
I go back 7 or 8. No, a decade ago, we were driving.
Oh,
truck.
Damn!
We were driving truck in the oil fields together. We were driving truck over the road together. We came up together in different like where we were like busting our balls in horrible weather and just like taking care of each other. Like he's real close with me, and it sucks to see someone go through this. And I mean,
yeah, dude.
If something like this is gonna happen to you, I'm trying not to say too much, but if you're gonna go through this shit, there's no better community than anti-gravity.
Yeah.
There's truly
Facts.
no better community. People have reached out already, offering to help with security, offering to help with the onboarding and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, like I'm again, that word I can't find.
Yeah.
It's really like touched me. And it, we what we have here when I tweet stuff like anti-gravity people are built different.
Yeah.
Like this is rare air. This is not something you get in other crypto community. You don't even get this in Pulse Chain and Hex with the crazy infighting and shit that's gone down
No,
in the
that's
last
true.
year.
That's true.
And I still love that community with all my heart. I'm still
We're
there for them.
part of it. Yeah.
But the stuff that we've been tying together and the very small group that's like grown with us is it's priceless. It's something that it's worth so much more than money or time. It's and
It is.
we're gonna be in Vegas next week. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
in Vegas next week. And it's been years of bonds with some of these people. Like Corey, an investor, he only pop out a couple days. Or like some of the people, I made some of the best friends I've ever met in my life in Panama a few weeks ago at Randy's conference that I never met in real life. Like we knew each other online and stuff, but like to just hang with those guys, spend time with Fast Abdul and his significant other was like very, very a beautiful experience. Triplet dad. The weird thing was in Panama, everyone brought their wife to Panama, and the wives actually stuck around for some of the conference, which usually they just bounce, and they stuck around for the really cool stuff so they threw it together a conference that was also a vacation, an experience, tourism. Like we got to see parts of Panama that are like real special. We went to the canal. We went out on a boat for a day and went swimming out there. We spent time hanging out as friends a lot. And that was just that happens every single conference I go to, whether I go down to Austin and I meet KJ and his significant other, and I met Walrus and his significant other for the first time. Like when you're walking the streets of like a city at 2 a.m. with people from Pulse Chain Tours, Wild SJ, when you're I don't even know what word you put on this, but when you're at Burning Man with some of your best friends in crypto in that crazy indescribable environment, and you like bond, like it's like kind of like trauma bonding, but it's like crazy experience bond. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
it's a beautiful thing. And I don't know, I'm getting all mushy and I'm kind of losing my ability to express what I'm saying, but I always believed that if I could be financially free enough to do what I want, like I've never really mind working. A lot of people in my family are like, man, Max is lazy, he doesn't want a job. But I probably put in more hours in a decade than they will their entire lives at work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I swung for the fences. I was obsessed. I always thought to myself, the best gift I could ever have is the ability to do what I want when I want.
Absolutely, man.
Financial freedom, wealth.
Yeah.
I thought that if I got that, that would be the best thing I ever got in life. And the relationships and the bonds that I've made in crypto, specifically Pulse Chain and anti-gravity, have been like, I never knew that something this great could be in my life. These kind of relationships and friendships and business partnerships.
Yeah, dude, we're blessed, bro.
We're blessed. We're blessed beyond measure. And if I had to do it all over again, I would do it all over just for the friendships, just for the people I've met.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Wandering into a cross-dressing gay bar in Austin at 2 a.m. and slipping your ID to your buddy behind you who forgot his ID and him looking it up like you to get in. Like this is stuff that like it's magic. It's like these beautiful magical experiences that I wouldn't trade for anything.
Yeah, dude.
And so on days like today, even when they're tough, even when you get kicked in the gut, even when on paper you're destroyed and you start bouncing back and climbing back, can be some of the best days. Because you come home, man. You start talking to people, you get a taste of Korean investors' silliness. Just what?
Dude, it still blows my mind.
You pull up a
I was just
video
letting my girl know.
from
I'm like,
Zephyr Trips. You look at
like,
a
dude,
beautiful graphic by Elizabeth Machado. You just hold a coin in your hand. You know, you hold a coin in your hand that was made by Steve Stash.
Yeah, dude. I'm so stoked to see that.
And it's just like, it just like sets you back, and you just got to soak it all in sometimes.
Yeah, you do. You do, man.
Yeah. Rich Sansbury says, LMAO, I'm an American for Buffalo. holy shit, fuck, man, bitch, that is crazy. What is on the war face? Hexland, a lot of love from Hexland. Dude, let me tell you a story about Hexland. I roll up into Georgetown, Texas. And in that area when we were doing the Texan tour, we also had Ego Builder is so passionate, and his mission is truly onboarding. He does the postcards. He does literally like has devoted more time and money and energy to Hex than most people devote to anything in their lives. Shout out to Ego Builder. So we show up to Ego Builder. Hex Glenn walks up at this meetup. I'm like, hey, cool. How are you doing? Like the same thing. Like, oh, where'd you fly in from? How are you doing? How'd you get started in Hex? I think the dude, if I remember right, I could be wrong. I think he worked like a 12-hour shift on the eastern part of the United States, and then drove 12 hours after working all day to be with Hexicans in Texas.
That's like, impressive, bro.
I was like, nah, I think your math is wrong, dude. Like, let's go over this again. And I was like, when you have something like that people are willing to like, they want to be part of, you know, and I get it. I drove to Vegas. I filled up my car with boxes of pens and notebooks and pulse chain shit and stickers. And I drove, 8 hours up to Salt Lake, and I would go up to Salt Lake every weekend for a month, which is, it's not even near. Salt Lake's not near me. Like ask Hexius. I'm not close. People think I'm from Salt Lake. I'm nowhere near Salt Lake. You're closer to like LA.
Vegas,
Vegas.
exactly. Yeah,
Vegas. Actually, LA's not that much further than Salt Lake from me.
No, Vegas is like hour and a half, 2 hours,
2.5 hours. Yeah, 2.5 hours, like
grandma. So yeah.
I got to say this, like, I used to have a CDL and a hazmat and all that crazy shit, right? Like my livelihood depended on not getting tickets and not losing my license.
Yeah.
So, I was like real paranoid and follow the rules. Then I retired and I could afford a couple tickets. For a while, I like in Back to the Future, where it starts to hit 88 miles an hour and it starts going and there's like ice on the front of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I went that fast, but I'm going to say it felt like I went that fast a couple times. The sense being, it's neither here nor there, but I'm just saying, like, I can get to Vegas in pretty good time. I can get to Salt Lake in pretty good time, but the Salt Lake drivers are the worst drivers on earth.
Oh, dude.
I drove through Baghdad, Iraq, in a war zone, and with bombs blowing up bridges and shit.
Yeah,
Salt Lake's worse. Salt Lake is so much worse.
That's
so
hilarious.
much worse. We used to call it the Mormon Merge, right? So like you're driving down I-15, going somewhere past Salt Lake. There's like it opens up to like 6 lanes or something, 8 lanes
Yeah.
almost sometimes, and you'll see almost always a BYU blonde chick go 6 fucking lanes over and
Yep.
take the exit. And we call that the Mormon merge because
I never heard that. I love it.
you
Dude.
just like you all of my accidents have been around Salt Lake. Like all of them basically have been in Salt
So
Lake.
the lesson is driving Baghdad before you drive in Salt Lake.
Dude, worst drivers on earth. Worst. like you worst.
Yeah.
I mean, you better come correct with your insurance if you show up in Salt Lake. That's all I'm
This is
saying.
true. This is
And
true.
not just Salt Lake, but like an hour in any direction. It's bananas.
Yeah, there's definitely not the best drivers.
We can't go one. I can't go one stream without saying bananas at least 4 times because like I said, I'm trying to cut back on the swears. I'm trying to like be more articulate and find words.
Yeah.
And, anyway, dude. Yeah, I'm having to buy small amounts. Still getting 2.5% slippage. Stupid hacker. It is stupid hacker. I totally agree. But the truth is, we know how to nibble, we know how to munch, and not only do we know how, but like the whales in this system know how. I'm not going to say it, but I'm just saying. I bet you that right now, Hexius knows exactly what I'm thinking, and he knows why I can't say it. Yep. That's right. Stay out of your.
What is maybe good is, and I do have to bounce
Yes.
after this, but it's just a reminder to everyone to go to revoke.cash. I know that I think it works on Pulse Chain as well. Revoke.cash.
Yeah, there's definitely one of those.
Go to Etherscan itself, but PulseScan I don't think you can do permissions on, but I might be wrong. But just go and make sure that your permissions are that you don't have revoke all your permissions. There's no reason to, fees are cheap enough. It's not like you need to. It's not like you can't pay the less than a penny to approve a certain amount for using a transaction. I don't still know how.
And I will say this:
length of the exploit, but it was definitely so OPSEC. It sounds like
Pulse Chain on its worst day is still 10 times better than Ethereum on its best day.
Oh, absolutely.
Buying, for minting, for swapping, you would be eating 2 to 5% slippage and 5 to 10% on fees. Yeah. If we were trying to do any of this stuff on Ethereum. When's the last time that you batch minted 750 NFTs on Ethereum? And what was the price? Like, go on there and just for shits and giggles, put something up. Don't even go through it and just look at the price.
Well, dude, I still always go back to the fact that just minting one NFT last bull market, I didn't approve the transaction, of course, but it was the gas itself was going to be $26,000 for the gas. Yep. Now, the contract obviously clearly wasn't optimized in a bunch of different things, but still, that was something that had I not been paying attention, that'd have been boop, and that wouldn't have been good.
And here's the other thing. You remember that gas token that came out?
Yeah.
On Ethereum, and it said, "Hey, if you spend a lot of gas, you'll get airdraft based on how much gas you did." And the coin was a piece of shit. But my point is, I went in with my main wallet because I was just swing trading a piece, like a small portion, 5-10% of my Hex and ETH. So no, sorry, it was a three-way. There was USDC, there was ETH, and there was Hex.
Yeah.
And anytime one of those spiked or fell, I would just do a 10% automatic buy or swap from one day. I would just rotate it.
Yeah.
And in that one account alone, I spent $30,000
real dollars
trading fees. Real dollars in trade. 30,000. Can you imagine if that money went into Hex? Can you imagine if that money went into even in the sacrifice of Pulse? It would still be significant money now. But I digress. Firefighter 82 says, "Gonna purchase my first start." Looks like a learning curve. Looking at the website, we got a lot going on at the website. We are working on the website to improve it.
I got to pop off.
Yeah, Don's got to pop off. Firefighter will take you so long. I will talk with you probably tomorrow for
Yeah.
sure. I'll reach out. I've got some stuff, but ciao. He's gone. And he's gone. No, he's back. No, he's gone. No, he's back. No, he's gone. All right. So, anyways, I don't know if he wants back on just to say goodbye, but he may have already checked out. Yeah, Firefighter 82. Oh, here he is. He's back on. Can you see me? Are you saying goodbye? Love ya.
Yeah, I'm saying goodbye. It said I was backstage before I even ended. So
Yeah.
it says I'm still backstage. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, they can see you. You're live. It's just choppy.
All right, love you, brother.
All right, love you.
Oh,
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
It says you're backstage. Only the host can see you. So it's something weird, but
yeah, and he's rugged. It's okay. He says his love. He's definitely cool. He says, smiley face, wink. No, I can talk you through this website. Let me actually present my screen because I usually do this every stream. If I can, if I got time, there's a bunch of stuff going on, but I try to stream as much as I can and answer as many questions as I can. But if you come to our website, agproject.io, you connect your wallet right here. You can, the first page you're going to see this is our home screen right here. It has the wish file, which is something that we're not really using anymore. This is from, like I said, from the fundraising days and from the, launch. And then you have minting and you have the collective. The collective is a lot of community information and resources to dig deeper. Like it's basically a catch-all kind of page for a lot of information about the community and about the project. But minting is where the action is right now. As you can see, you got this countdown right here on the main page, 6 days, 11 hours, and 27 minutes to mint your J3 fuel cells. We had we had like 17 days to mint your J1s because we had our claim and our launch. Then you had 11 days to mint Journey 2 NFTs. And now you have 11 days to mint Journey 3 NFTs, and about 5 of those are over. So we're in the middle of the minting phase of 11 days. So there's 6.5 days left for you to mint for Journey 3. And then the Journey 3 NFTs will no longer be available. And just to give you an idea, Journey 1, there's about 161,000 NFTs minted. Journey 2, there's about 121,000. And in Journey 3, so far, there are, and I'll tell you how to get here too, there's 74,000 fuel cells minted so far in Journey 3, which is pretty amazing because there are only 1 million dark matter tokens. There's less than 1 million dark matter tokens. And dark matter tokens are kind of like T-shares in a way. It always takes one whole dark to get one whole NFT. So really there's a limited amount of NFTs that can ever be minted. And it's a pretty cool system, but basically if you come to agproject.io, you connect your wallet right here, and then you can click on mint. This is where all the action is right now. It's on the minting page. And so it's pulling that up. So as you can see, I don't have one whole dark in this wallet anymore, in this demo wallet. I've minted 3 fuel cells, and I'll probably go through buying dark and minting fuel cells on a stream soon. So you guys can actually walk through that whole thing. I have shown you in other streams how to find the NFTs in your wallet. Right here, add NFT. Add fuel cell NFTs to wallet. They're called fuel cells, is what we call our NFTs. And this is how you add it to the wallet. And we've shown people how to move your NFTs through pulsemarket.app right here. So here's actually a look at this demo wallet's NFTs. This wallet minted 4 of the Journey 1s that have this artwork. It minted 1 of the Journey 2s with this artwork. and it's minted 3 of the Journey 3. See, there's a little J2 and a little J3 up in the corner. Journey 3s. So we have 3 Journey 3 NFTs right there. This is what the NFTs look like, the art that's connected to them. So honestly, if all you know is to go to agproject.io, get some dark, and mint some fuel cells with it right here, you just click approve contract, which it's not going to let me because I don't have any dark, but approve contract and then mint. So you approve it, then you mint it. And this has a really cool progress bar right here that lights up yellow, then green to let you know where you're at in the process. And this one right here will tell you how many fuel cells, which is 1 for 1. And then there's a little multiplier thing here you really don't have to pay attention to. But basically, you get reward points for minting. So there are reward points that you can turn in for real world swag, like t-shirts, stickers, and even some crazier stuff that I'm not even going to get into right now. But you get reward points for every positive behavior you do in this ecosystem. So that's what the points are about. Any questions up to this point? Not. If you have any questions up to this point, let me know. I'll go over them. But yeah, that's the beginning of the rabbit hole, is minting 1 dark matter token for 1 fuel cell NFT. So 1 token for 1 NFT right here. And if you click buy more, it pops open Pateus. But sometimes I think that dark is on Pateus. I know I imported it right here. But yeah, let's see, if you just trade some hex for dark right here, or any of the other pairs that we talked about tonight. And then here's the other really interesting thing. Once you've minted some fuel cells, you want to go check out the tools tab. The tools tab opens up our beta page, beta.agproject.io. And on our beta page, you have the lottery, the treasury, the evil address, and the vaporize. Vaporize is basically how you destroy your NFTs, and it's not a good idea. There may be a day where this is a cool idea, and the day is nowhere close to where we are now. So yeah, but the lottery, let's click on lottery. There's 31,000 dark in the jackpot right now, and it's split into 3 drawings, but most of this is going to be in the next drawing. We can get into that later, but basically there's a lot of this drawing that is going to actually be here. This is incorrect. We need to fix this table. So basically just know there's 31,000 dark that are getting paid out in the lottery. If your fuel cell, so every NFT fuel cell is like a lottery ticket. So you go here, you mint an NFT, and every NFT that's minted in the current journey, which is Journey 3, is put into this lottery. And you have a 1 in 21 chance of winning. Those are the odds. That doesn't always work out great, but there's people that get really good luck and really bad luck in this lottery. It is randomized. It's by a random number generator over on Chainlink on Base. But it's run when this clock counts down. So look at this clock right here. We have 17 days, 14 hours, 47 minutes until the first lottery is drawn. And then the other 2 lotteries happen 11 days after. So every 11 days, something is happening here. There's 11 days to mint. Then there's 11 days for the first journey, the first lottery, 11 days for the second, and 11 days for the third. So every 11 days, something big is happening over here on anti-gravity. So this is the lottery page. And if you win the lottery, you can scrape it, and the lottery is a liquid token. It's a liquid dark token that shows up in your wallet after you do the scrape function. So lottery winnings, if you win the lottery, you can sell your tokens, you can remint into the next journey, you can provide liquidity, you can trade, whatever you want to do with your dark tokens that you win from the lottery. So this is like basically a bonus that some people are getting right now, is winning the lotteries. The last lottery paid out 31,000. So the last lottery actually paid out 31,000 dark to everyone owning the fuel cells. So not everyone, but the winners of the fuel cells. It's yeah. I'm trying to make it simple, and I'm failing. Basically, you mint and you get a chance at the lottery. Now, whether you win the lottery or not, your NFT that was a lottery ticket turns into a piggy bank, and that takes us to the treasury. So here in the treasury, as you can see, there's 227,000 dark in the treasury out of the limited, there's a very limited amount of tokens, less than 1 million. So 22% of all the tokens in existence right now are in the treasury, ready to be paid out in future payments. 12%, or sorry, 1.2%, or 12,000 of the dark have been paid out to Journey 1 twice and Journey 2 once. And they haven't been paid out to Journey 3. So the treasury pays out at the end of every journey. Even the previous journey's NFTs get paid every 45 days. Every NFT, every fuel cell NFT gets paid every 45 days unless you vaporize. If you vaporize, you're basically nuking yourself. If you vaporize right now, it even destroys your lottery ticket. So do not vaporize. 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 I can't say that. Don't vaporize. Okay, so like I said, you mint the NFT. It enters you into the lottery for the next 33 days. Whether you win or not, your NFT turns into a piggy bank, and your piggy bank gets paid every 45 days till the end of time. Even if it's dust in the future, which it definitely will be dust. It's dust now, and then it's going to become significant, then it's going to return to dust. And we can explain why that is later. But basically, yeah, lottery ticket, then piggy bank, and it's a piggy bank that gets paid until you break it. Don't break it. Don't vaporize it. I'm hoping that by repeating this and trying to break it down as simple as possible, you guys are getting some of it. It's a lot to take in. It is a hell of a rabbit hole to fall down into. So that's what's going on here. And like I said, there's 312,000 fuel cells that are all active that are waiting for a piece of this treasury right here. So interesting. And again, there's 6 days, 10 hours, and 50 minutes to mint. So if you click mint now, it's going to take you back to the minting page. And every time you mint here, it has this really cool graphic that pops up. And when other people mint, it pops up on the bottom of the page with orange right. It says, this address just minted 30 fuel cells. Oh, look at that. So this address, B5DF, just minted 2 fuel cells. Interesting. Look at that. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. So like I said, these pop up when people mint. They got little mining. Actually, it's not a mining symbol, but it's minting. We should probably have like a press that mints coins, but it is a cool little thing right there. I like that. Any questions now? That's me, LOL. Awesome. I just minted a couple more. He just minted a couple more lottery tickets, and he just minted a couple more piggy banks. Congratulations, Rich. I think that's a very, very smart move. Very smart move. Like I said, in Hex, we have T-shares. In dark matter or anti-gravity, we have fuel cells. You can never have too many fuel cells, just like you can never have too many T-shares in Hex. You can never get too much yield. You can never have too many chances for bonuses in the lottery. So, yeah. yeah. I'm running out of steam here. I gotta get horizontal. Here's what happens when you mint. The dark matter pumps. The dark matter goes to fund the treasury. It funds the lottery, and it funds space toll or tax. So a little bit of this, 3% gets kicked back to the team to pay for, development and websites and whatnot. And yeah, you get. I did not know how expensive it was to run a website connected to blockchain until I did this, and it's a kick in the pants. So, anyways, treasury gets pumped, lottery gets pumped, and the team gets a little kickback, a little taste of the dark. But there's never more than 1 million tokens, no matter what. So, as tokens become more and more scarce, the best way to get more tokens is to mint so that you receive the treasury and you get a chance at the lottery. And then this is the evil address. The evil address has most of the tokens, and it basically mints the hell out of them for all 33 journeys. There's 33 chances to mint. Every chance to mint is called a journey, and there's 33 of them, 33 journeys to Saturn, which is where our story takes place. And basically, as you see, it basically just mints itself basically dry. The evil address does, and the evil address it hoards as many dark matter tokens, as many lottery winnings, and as much of the yield from the treasury as possible. The evil address is just sucking supply off the market and keeping supply off the market. So that's cool. And then here's your payout. The older your fuel cell is, the more interest it gets paid from the treasury. So 3% is split amongst all the Journey 1 NFTs. 2.7% is split among all the Journey 2 NFTs, and it goes down by 10% every journey. So the older ones, the Michael Jordan rookie cards, get the biggest payout. That's what we call them. I've gone over a ton of information just right there. Did you see my question above? Just for fun, how much can one fuel cell actually pay out? That is a very difficult question to answer and takes a lot of math, but I will show you this really quickly. If you go to the Vaporize tab, Jesus. If you go to the Vaporize tab, and as you can see, this has, like I showed you guys earlier, this account has 8 fuel cells. I'm not going to hit approve, and I'm not going to hit vaporize. It takes a few steps to do this, but either way, I'm going to click view selected fuel cells right here. And this shows me all 8 of my fuel cells that are inside this wallet. And the fuel cells, as you can see, Journey 1 has gotten paid 0.07, which is dust, out of the first 2 payments. But again, this treasury only had like 130,000 in it when this was paid out first. And then it had 180,000 when it was paid the second time. Now it has 227,000. So the bigger the treasury bloats, the better the payouts, and the quicker you get 100% APY on your dark. Because when you mint your dark, you're giving it up basically to the ecosystem, and it's going to go into the lottery and the treasury mostly, and that little tax that we talk about. You don't eat any slippage on it. You don't have to pay an extra 3%. It's just baked into it. But basically, as you see, Journey 1's at 0.07, Journey 2's at 0.04, and Journey 3 hasn't been paid yet. So if you watch this, it will incrementally and then exponentially go up in value, and then it will come back down. So the treasury is going to bloat and then exhaust, bloat and then exhaust. Like, that's what's going to happen. This treasury is going to have at least half of the supply in it at some point, based on just the evil address minting and, you know, what we're seeing the whales mint. I think that we're going to see half the supply in here someday. We already have 22% of the supply in here after 100 days or so. So this is doing what we designed it to do, and that's cool. One more fun place is the evil address. We'll touch on this really quickly. The mint is inactive. So people have minted all of the evil address, and they've scraped all of the lottery winnings. So it's 0 and done. Like, this is both inactive right here. Okay. So when we have the first drawing in 17 days and the evil address wins the lottery, if this button stays live, you'll be able to jack its lottery winnings and roll them into the next jackpot. Let me say that again. Evil address is probably going to win about half of the lotteries because it owns half of the fuel cells, roughly. And so half of that 31,000 or so is going to end up in the evil address. So it's like, let's just say 15,000 for now. You can scrape and roll those 15,000 into the next drawing and the next drawing and the next drawing. So basically it snowballs and the payouts get higher and higher and higher in dark. Does that kind of answer your question? I mean, I went from your question to another one. Congrats. Good luck, firefighter. A first mint. Get out of here, dude. Dude, firefighting 82. That's good to see you joining the collective. That is a big deal. Like, thank you so much for trying that out. I can't wait for you to fall down this rabbit hole and learn more and more of this craziness. Rich Sainsbury has asked some of the best questions in No Permissions anti-gravity group, anti-gravity topic. That takes me back to our Telegram. Our Telegram is the place to be. It's t.me anti-gravity saga, all one word. And we have general, we have a Pulse Market app right here, which we're trying to connect with a Pulse Market bot. So it'll show when people post their NFTs for sale on the marketplace here. That's what we're trying to set up. But the general chat, you can ask questions. This is totally sick. Dude, holy cow, for the culture, Melt the Blocks, SoundCloud. Oh my gosh. I think this is the full track. Like, this was just a taste. Dude, I'm not going to click on that I'm not going to click on this on. I'm going to wait for Corey to do the whole thing. I mean, this is come to our Telegram to hear the first Dark Matter rap by Corey and Investor. We already have a bunch of songs from Kate Figor that are pretty amazing. And this is just more brilliance from you guys. That's awesome. Yeah, Tracy G's giving him love. That is so cool. So cool. Get in here. It's so effing good, dude. Yeah, same 3. I love it. Great community. We must be our best. We must put in our best work together so we can send this to billions. LFG. Yeah, Flint's on fire. Flint's on fire. I love it. But come in here, you can do submissions for art. We have an art contest. This is where all of our art from our NFTs comes from. We have a contest of this, and I think we could actually take this and condense it down into actually being a flash, MP4 flash, or something that we can actually connect. If this one were to win, Zephyr Trips, this is absolutely sick. I believe that this is Smo Spider's picture that he animated. I could be wrong, but damn, like, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on here. There's animation going on all the time, which is just, it's bananas, guys. Like, look at this. Look at this. The passion and the talent that you guys put into Anti-Gravity Project is unmatched everywhere. And I've seen a lot of really creative and passionate communities. Usually they're really good at the meme game, but Fast Abdul, Zephyr Trips, like I keep posting these on Twitter, and I don't think people are even catching a glimpse of just the brilliance in this community. Geez Louise, like, I freaking love it. It really inspires me to just do everything I can to make this the best project in the world, hands down. And I think it will be, because you guys are the best. Community, hands down. Firefighting in the house. Dude, yeah, wait till you just bounce around and check out the submissions for art. We got some funny memes in the making here, and we got some really cool side quests and some animation that just blows your freaking mind. Here's a side story from Steve Stash, not to put too much pressure on him, but he's got some cool stuff going on that's very, very cool, where he's trying to go back in time and kill the evil address. Like, it's so creative, it just blows my mind. And then of course we have a 25 chapter sci-fi novel that we are currently revising and getting it ready to publish, that talks all about anti-gravity, and it explains some of the tokenomics. And so you can actually learn about tokenomics and crypto in here. And people are earning reward points and earning Dark for helping us with the book. So if you're into art, we got you. If you're in the book, we got you. If you just want to like get into the nitty gritty, dude, let me throw a heart here to you. Firefighting 82, great seer. There is a captcha where you click there to be your human, trying to keep as many bots out as possible. So I mean, that's it. I mean, that's it. We're you guys are amazing. I can't say enough good things about you. I can't say how grateful I am for you guys, especially on a day like today where we get kicked in the teeth and we see the price get cut in half. We see liquidity pulled. Yeah, I mean, like it's difficult to see that, even though it's an unrealized gain and it's a paper number, even though it's a number on paper or a number on a screen, it still is a kick. It's a gut wrenching feeling to get hit like that, and it's a devastating, mind numbing, shocking, painful, terrifying thing to go through to get hacked. And our love goes out to Matt in our Telegram group, and I believe that he's going to be. I believe that this community is a great place to go to for support. I'm going to leave it at that, but yeah. So hypothetically, one fuel cell could pay how much in the lottery? The last jackpot that we had was 16. So we had about 2,000 winners. We had 1,945 winners. Maybe a little bit less because some of them won in the first two drawings. But in the last drawing, in the biggest drawing, the winners were walking with 16 dark. So, I mean, it's not guaranteed how many you have to mint to get a winner. But basically, every fuel cell is one dark. So each one of those winners cost one dark and got 16 dark back. And granted, it was a small group of winners out of the majority, but that's how lotteries work. In fact, your chances of winning the lottery, like jackpot or Mega Millions, is 1 in 200 million or 300 million. It's like 15 or 17 zeros and a 2, or your percent of chance of winning. Where each fuel cell actually has a 4.8%, so just under a 5% chance of winning. So that's why we say 1 in 20. You have a 1 in 20 chance of winning. Whether that works out in your favor or not is totally crazy, because we've had people mint like 70 and 80 and not win anything, or win one small lottery. And so it's not guaranteed. It's just a fun icing on the cake dopamine hit, and a way to keep people engaged, and a way to reward people for minting and for giving up that dark matter for 1 or 2 years possibly before you earn it back in your fuel cell. So yeah, I missed if you answered. Sorry, no, that was it. I'm gonna go check it out. Cool. Damn, a song explaining dark matter, that was fire. No, Sleepy Time Tea. I started Sleepy Time Roulette stream. I've been so engaged with what's going on and talking to Dawn and you guys, and just a lot of emotions and a lot of intensity today in our group for sure. So yeah, I saw one of the guys in chat get 16. Yeah, so I think we did the math on this next one, and right now it was paying out 8 or 9 based on how many were minted, and we have 6 more days to fill up the lottery and the treasury with minting, and 54,000. Like, let me see here. So far there are 74,000 fuel cells that have been minted for Journey 3. 54,000 of those came from the evil address. So people minted 54,000 fuel cells of the evil address on behalf of the evil address, and that put 54,000 dark into the lottery and the treasury, and a tiny bit went back to the team. But here's the thing about getting paid in dark, like the team's getting paid in dark, which, like, the last token on earth that any of us want to sell is dark, because that's our baby, that's our loyalty, that's our oh. Seeing Matt get hacked today and watching like 600 fuel cell dark matter hit the market was it was like seeing your kids get hit by a car. It was like, I don't know. I love dark matter. I love this community, and I want to see this community win more than anything on earth. I want to see you guys rewarded for your loyalty, for your passion, for your discipline, and for your intelligence. Like, to wrap your head around something like dark matter is not easy. Like, it took me 3 days to understand the what's an NFT from Icosa. 3 days. I just had to really like dig into it, listen to a lot of stuff, read stuff, just talk to, ask questions to other people, like, before I could wrap my head around what's a. And what's a, like, the same tokenomics that pump a what's a NFT is only one out of like 8 things going on. There's like eight main smart contracts that work together. And one of them is basically the treasury that pays out to the fuel cells every 45 days in perpetuity or indefinitely. I mean, until you vaporize that fuel cell, that thing is going to accumulate. And granted, there will be a wave of where it's getting more than less, and it's gonna start little, it's gonna go big, and then it's gonna go little again. But I remember we were talking to one of our main devs back in the day, and he was putting together these graphs, kind of like saying, based on just based on the evil address and 10% participation, which we've seen a lot more than 10% participation. Based on that, he was freaking out, and he was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like the very first minters, like mint 1, like if you go to this point, I don't even remember how far it was. It might have been 2 or 3 years into the project. So that's like, I don't know, journey 20 or 25. I don't know. It was basically 2 to 3 years, I believe. And he said, "Do we have a huge problem?" And I said, "What is it?" He said, "These ones that are minting in the beginning, journey 1, 2, 3, 4, especially 1, Michael Jordan rookie card. Like, don't forget that. Older pays better. It is the GOAT." He was saying it's only like accumulating 2.8 dark. And my head exploded, because I was like, do you understand how much 2.8 dark could be worth if there's no supply left, or a very, very minute, tiny supply left? Like, it's imagine that you took something limited like Bitcoin, And let's say you bought Bitcoin when it was $1,000, right? And this kind of a game existed back then for $1,000. And you took your Bitcoin, you said, okay, I'm going to let this Bitcoin go for 25 cycles. Now in Bitcoin, that's 4 years. In anti-gravity, that's 3 years. So like 25 cycles in Bitcoin right now, at the rate that the halving is happening, would be 100 years. So basically, imagine giving up a Bitcoin for $1,000 and 1,000 years later getting 3 Bitcoin back. Assuming that Bitcoin is still around and the internet and we haven't like melted the planet or whatever. Assuming that Bitcoin continues to grow in scarcity and value over 1,000 years. No, 100 years. Sorry. 100 years. Let's say you live to be 100 years old and you get 2 or 3 Bitcoin back in 100 years and it continues to grow in scarcity and demand. Granted, that's a weird hypothetical, but I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay giving up $1,000 Bitcoin for 2 or 3 Bitcoin right now. Just saying. I'm just saying, like, the mechanics and the tokenomics that were melted and fused into anti-gravity are different than anything I've seen anywhere ever. Now granted, the last few years I've been, pretty shut off and pretty tunnel focused on dark matter and anti-gravity, like trying to get this thing launched and built. So I haven't had a lot of time to go search around a lot of the other places, but I keep my ear to the ground. I talk to people, I listen to people. And like the only thing like Hex's T-shares are revolutionary. The fact that the T-share mimics compounding interest is truly an evolution in decentralized finance general, to make something digitally do what happens in the real world with middlemen and centralized things. That's mind-blowing. The T-share is mind-blowing. It is a true it's a true innovation. The T-share really is a game changer. What's NFTs are truly a game changer when you understand them. And the other thing that's really impressed me, that's been very interesting, are the tax tokens. PTGC. They call it alien tech because they don't like the word tax tokens. No one likes to pay taxes. I get it. But they are punishing the bots. They are taking advantage of the bots that are trying to suck economic energy out of the system. And that's really mind-blowing. And they've got a good community, which is all that matters. Which is not that all. A community is the number one thing that matters. Community matters more than charts, believe it or not. Charts are number 2. So community, charts, and community. Those are the top 3 things that matter in a coin. Community, charts, community. And the PTGC and UFO, those ones, they've been building their community, which is really important. The chart's really pretty because they've got whales. They got good benevolent whales pumping and saving them through this bloody market. And again, it goes back to the community. Like Prairie Banana streams every day and just like goes over and over and over the math and how things work. And he just educates and educates and educates. Prairie Banana is just he's a killer. And then you got Coach X. Coach X is really, really good at promoting and marketing. And he understands some stuff behind the scenes, but his strengths are marketing, promoting, and building community through marketing, promoting. So PTGC, cool, really cool. And then of course, the other things that have really impressed me are stuff like that token that's coming out, 2FUCks, the liquid loans and earn protocol have been victims of mostly the market, but also a couple things that are it's not easy to make a stable coin. People think, oh yeah, it's a stable coin, but no, stable coins are very complicated to hold. You have to have very good tokenomics. You have very good tech. You got to have everything in place for a stable coin to work. Liquid loans, the idea of collateralizing your tokens is a game changer. And ink printers coming out. I'm going to be talking with Fast Abdul sometime this week. In fact, I'm going to have to talk to him Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. What shit? Nope. Monday or Tuesday. I better set that up with him because I really want to have him on to talk about 2FUCks and the ink printer. Ink printer, again, working on that evolution of collateralized loans and stable coins. That's a tricky thing, and I wouldn't even try to go near that shit. But we're in this, the things that our devs have built, our team has built, and our community has built. Never seen anything like it. And granted, there's bigger OGs. There's much smarter people than me in crypto, and builders and founders. I am blown away by Randy Holarski, by Chris Corrigal, by Triplet Dad, by Sloth, by Red Squirrel, I could go on and on. Bright Light. I could go on. There's so many amazing builders in Pulse Chain. Access Alive is always cooking. Okay, let me go back. Another game changer that blew my mind, which may end up in our ecosystem, is the Maximus DAO contract. Dipcatcher and Gold Key created something amazing with the Maximus DAO contract where a bunch of people could come together with their hex and get the same bonus as the whales. They could max out the bonus of bigger pays better and longer pays better, and you didn't have to have 200, 300 million hex to do it. You could combine them into a smart contract and have the Maximus DAO. That's a total game changer right there. That's insane. So I really want to give them props for that. I remember years ago, I would run into them at parties and meetups, and I would run by, I'd bounce ideas off them, and they would say that won't work. And they would finish my sentence and tell me why my ideas wouldn't work. That's how fast they were going. I don't necessarily agree with everything they've done since Maximus, but I'm just saying, like, that shit's a game changer. Hedron and Icosa, Alex, making HSI, making wrapped T-shares that you can transport, that you can sell, and that you can also collateralize for loans. Game changer, insane. The market has not been kind to these innovations and these inventions and these products. The market has been stomping on our head since we peaked in 2022. We've been getting kicked in both balls. But I'm just saying, when I look at my experience in crypto since 2015-ish, Anti-Gravity Project, I know that I'm a founder and a visionary of it. I'm good at seeing things in the future. I'm not so good at building them. I'm not a coder. I'm only good with math when it comes to money. But this is special. I'm going to say that now, and I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I'm telling you guys, this is as special of a thing as I've ever experienced after all that other stuff. It's been a crazy journey. 1 year in crypto is 40 years in any other industry because of how fast things are moving. Whew, damn, that song that's playing Dark Matter was fire. Sleepy T. Yeah, I saw one of the guys get 16, 4 mints. It's a cycle, hoping this will be my win. Oh, so Mr. Rock Jockey has 4 mints this cycle. Mr. Rock Jockey, DM me, but I'm happy with those piggy banks anyways. See, like you don't, even when you don't win, you don't lose until the only way to lose in dark matter is to sell your dark matter too early in the cycle or to vaporize your fuel cells. The way to win is to mint fuel cells. It's really the delayed gratification, the long-term vision. People that believe in this thing over the next 3 or 4 years, long-term, that's a eternity. In crypto, 3 or 4 years is a forever in crypto. But Mr. Rock Jockey, DM me, pretty please. I'd like to talk to you. I'm happy with those piggy banks. Hello, team. Replay gang. Huxican. Again, another person that has dived deep into the Ping Mist Well game and that whole ecosystem and that reward system and that arbitrage. Hugh is he's a smart one. Fast Abdul, I'm here to lay down the law. Is anyone in the chat not an admin? I don't think so, dude. Like, we give out wrenches. Oh, that Retrostatic doesn't have one, man. Okay, check this out. Retrostatic. Let me pop this up real quick, because he makes a good point. Boom. Sorry about that. Echo, add as moderator, save. Anyone else here need a wrench? Because you guys are cool as shit. There's no one. I don't get trolls and stuff. And since the bear market, I don't even get spam bots, trying to sell dating websites and shit in here. Yeah, no, we got you. So Retrostatic, reach in your pocket and feel for that brand new wrench. Baby. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let me go over this. So yeah, good day, Mr. Ray. Good day, Retrostatic. Great to see you. Yeah, I only bought $100 worth of UFO PDGC. Wish I'd bought more. They both did like a 35x for me. Rich, see, like I said, you're seeing where things can go, and you're seeing the tokenomics that could work, and the communities. Like that's good for you, dude. Like, congratulations, you deserve that 35x. Everyone that made money on UFO and PTGC, I'm very, very happy for you guys. Pulse Jitsu with Fast Abdul, I thought you were here for the tech. All right, Retrostatic. After you have minted the fuel cells for the lottery, where on the website can you see how many lottery tickets you have for that round? Boom, that's a great question. That is a really good question. Save him from Fast. Yeah, you got a wrench now. You're one of us. One of us. I'm going to get to that question. Crazy how many smart people are in this ecosystem. Everyone is here, even with horrible price action. This many smart people can't be wrong. I'd say we can be wrong, but I would also say that this many smart people, the community can fix the tech. The tech cannot fix. A great community can fix tech and improve tech and make tech work. The best tech in the world cannot fix a community. Community first. Like the fact that this really special group of people, I thought Fast Abdul was going to take retro out. I love it, Jonathan. Okay, so after you've minted the fuel cells, this is where you go to see your fuel cells. And it doesn't necessarily break them down by, well, no, this is where you go to break it down. It will break them down by, so Jonathan Paula, I've asserted my dominance over Fast and saved retro. Way to go, Rich Shanes. So I'm going to share this is for Retro Static. I'm going to freeze my cute little face there in the corner. And if you go to the website, and you go to tools, and under tools, that's going to open up this page, beta.agproject.io. If you go here, you can go to the treasury tab, and this tells me I have 8 fuel cells total, but it doesn't tell me how many I have in the current journey, which is journey 3. In order to see that right now, you've got to go to vaporize, which we're working on this. We are working on this, folks. We're working on moving this so you don't have to go to a dangerous neighborhood to look at this information or a dangerous part of the site, because you do not want it. I cannot say you don't want to vaporize enough times, because it really doesn't serve you for quite a while. Honestly, I don't think it'll ever serve you, but I can't go into that and explain why. I can just tell you, people who have vaporized have really regretted it, and I think they'll continue to regret it in the future. That's just a warning about going to vaporize. But you go to vaporize, as you can see, it says max 8 fuel cells. So I'm going to type 8 in this box right here, and I'm going to skip this button right here, approve treasury. I'm not going to click on that. I'm not going to start the vaporize process. I'm going to go to view selected fuel cells, which is small and has a white line right here. And then it's going to show me the newest to the oldest right here. So the newest ones are in J3. So I can count. I got 1, 2, 3. I had 4. No, I have 3 J3 fuel cells. So I know I'm in Journey 3, and I have 3 lottery tickets right here. This is a lottery ticket that was good in Journey 2, but now it's just a piggy bank. And here are 4 lottery tickets that were good in Journey 1, but now they're just piggy banks. And these are all collecting dark matter every 45 days, as long as I don't vaporize them, these are going to collect dark matter. And right now it's a very insignificant, it's what we would call dust in this is what we would call dust in crypto. It's just like fractions of a penny. I mean, let's do this for sense. Let's see how much this dust is worth right here in J1 fuel cells. Every J1 fuel cell has the same amount because they receive the same amount of yield based on how many people are competing against them. As long as people haven't vaporized, they're going to get the same share. So these will all be uniform. But let's go over here. Dark matter getting kicked in the teeth. It's about $14, $15 today. Well, it's it's gone back up from like $11 to 14.5, which is that's not really bad. But basically, like here, 14. So let's just say $14 to make it fair today. So if we go here and we pull up our handy dandy calculator, and we say, okay, what is $14 times 0.07? And it is worth 98 cents. So if you nuked these and sold this 0.07, you get 98 cents cash value right now. So again, dust right now, for now. That's all I'm going to say. Now, no, I'm not. I'm going to say more. I'm going to say more. F this. Listen, folks. I believe that dark matter is 21 times better than Bitcoin, just based on the supply alone. We have we have less than 1 million tokens. Bitcoin is supposed to end up with 21 million. By that metric alone, we're 21 times better. I'm just saying that, like, in the future, let's say you had a Bitcoin. Bitcoin's down right now. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is also getting kicked in the teeth. It's 86. 86 today. Let's go to the previous low, 85. Is that the previous 5 days? Nope. It went down to 78. So it bounced off 78 on Friday. Okay, so 78 grand. Let's do this math, boys and girls. If you had 0.07 of a Bitcoin right now at the low that it bounced off of here on Friday, 78K. Let's just do 78K to make it easy. 78K. That's worth 5 grand right now. Dust. what people considered dust of Bitcoin in the past is worth $5,000 on a crappy day in the middle of a who knows what. We'll call it a bull market, but it's not acting like a bull market. It's doing a little bit of a breather here, but I'm just saying, like, dust. Now, let me get a little silly here. This is not financial advice. This is not for looking price statements. This is no expectation of the work of others, and we could all lose everything tomorrow in crypto. Crypto could go to zero tomorrow. You never know. I mean, I don't think it will, but crypto is as volatile and risky as any asset on earth. Again, here's dust. Now, remember, I said that in my humble opinion, dark is 21 times better than Bitcoin, just based on the one fundamental. Bitcoin has one fundamental, guys. One, which is scarcity. I'm not even going to go into that. Let's say, so Bitcoin's got like 19,000 coins, 19 million coins or whatever, right? I think we're 21 times better. So let's say that let's say we are 21 times better. That's $114,660. Not saying much because inflation is this is going to be the price of a hamburger by the time I get grandkids. It's going to be $100,000 for a damn hamburger. But I'm just saying, guys, there's just throwing some silly moon math out there for you guys. For those that got ears to hear, hey, I was close, about 5,500. Okay, let's go back here. What we're saying. Okay, Jonathan Kapala, I asserted my dominance over fast. Okay, does my wrench mean I can delete Fast Abdul's art? Yeah, I like that. That's funny. That's a good one, Steve. Yeah, there should be a huge disclaimer on that page. I vaporized one not knowing what it did in the long run. Yeah, so like Rich Sainsbury, DM me, Rich Sainsbury, DM me, and DM me, Mr. Rock Jockey, DM me, Mr. Firefighter. Hint, no. You can find me on in our group. If I reach out to you and I ask you for something, it's probably not me. It's probably a scammer. So you guys can DM me. But anyways, yeah, I vaporize it. And Rich Sainsbury is living proof that everyone that has vaporized, and I believe is going to vaporize, really regrets it. Yeah, $3. Yeah, I spilled it. I was close. You were close. Yeah, so about 5,500. I'm just saying, like, super close. Yeah, Rich Sainsbury's killing it in the math. So I hope that answers your question. Retrostatic, enjoy that wrench. Welcome to the party. Ask any questions you have in Telegram or in our streams that we stream just about every day. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna leave on one of my favorite new songs here. I want to go out on the new song from Corey and Investor, but I'm not going. I'm gonna save that. If you want to listen to it, you got to go to our Telegram. Yeah, haha, yeah. Let me go out on this song. Kids. Crypto is a crazy place. Today was a crazy day. One of my friends went through something that I hope we never go through, getting hacked. Yeah, this is it just sucks. It sucks. My heart breaks for him. And I think he's going to be okay in the long run, but it's a huge setback. It's very painful right now. And I just really appreciate you guys reaching out and offering your compassion and your condolences and offering to help. Rich Sainsbury, karma will come. I mean, Yeah, yeah. Jonathan and Paula, my brother from another mother. Good night, fam. You're a great spirit, Max. Oh, I appreciate that very, very much. And I know the person that's coming from. Just this short amount of time that we got to hang out in Texas. Yeah, you're a genuine good dude. You're a super good dude. And your family and friends are lucky to have you in their life. You're a blessing. Thanks for the kind words, Jonathan and Paula. Magic triplet dad, I'm out of dark again. All right, cool. Yeah, you don't have enough dark. You don't have fuel cells. And even though the slippage is slippery today, it's getting slippy and tricky. You guys, I can't say what I want to say because I don't want to jinx it, and I don't want to give people the wrong impression or get myself in trouble. But thank you, you bet, Retrostatic. But there's not much dark out there, even though someone hacked. So someone hacked my buddy's address, and they took close to 700 dark and dumped them on the market, and they walked with 18K, and they dropped the price significantly from like $18 to $20 range down to 11. Like they bounced at 11, boom, somewhere in the $11 range. That volatility works in the other direction. I mean, not always with the bots. The bots are pieces of shit, and we fight them every day to keep our value, but and our economic energy. But it does not take a lot of money to pump dark. And in the future, I don't think there's going to be a lot of dark for sale. I just don't. I mean, once people realize what they have, they're either strategically planning on when to mint and how much to mint in these journeys, or they're using rebates like the Pink Miss Well thing we got going on in Telegram. Go to our Telegram, read the pinned messages. They're smart. You guys are smart as shit, and you're getting good deals. And I can see the people that see value. There's people giving up, like just giving up millions of Pink Miss Well tokens to obtain the piggy banks from Journey 1. The people that started asking for that and working on that and accumulating J1s from the mystery box. Anyways, his sacrifice gave us some good entries. It sure did. And it gave us a really good wake-up call when it comes to security. Don't share your seed words with anyone. Don't store them on your phone. Don't carry any more crypto on your phone than you are willing to lose. Just like you wouldn't walk around with your life savings in your wallet in cash, you just carry around what you need. I know that everyone's on their phone. I know that mobile apps are the way things are going, but security is not kept up with the convenience of having stuff on your phone. Please don't keep stuff on your phone. Please don't have your crypto on devices that you use for web surfing, for gaming, for social media, for dating sites, for porn. I mean, geez, the people that have been jacked, it's not a good choice of words. The people that have been hacked and had viruses and malicious software on porn sites is crazy. You need a dedicated device, laptop, and preferably a hardware wallet with a bunch of it's so inconvenient. I get it. I get how fucking inconvenient it is. But the way that your heart drops into your stomach when you think that you've made a mistake, when you got hacked, if you gone to the wrong website, if you send tokens to the wrong address, the way that your heart stops and that sick feeling you feel in your heart, you'll wish that you had taken these precautions. You'll wish that you had keep your words in your seed words in a safe place and only written them down by hand. Yeah, and you'll wish you had bought a shitty hardware wallet. I hate hardware wallets. I do. They suck. Hardware wallets suck. They're very inconvenient. But every step that you take that sucks is a step that makes you less likely for a hacker to target you, and it makes you less likely to be low-hanging fruit. Just saying. Rich Isbury, yeah, he can post an address in Telegram. We can help out. I really appreciate that. We're working with him. The first thing we need to know is how he got hacked, where he got hacked. He did have his wallet on more than one device, and unfortunately, that makes it harder to do that. Were you talking? No, I'm not talking about Kool-Aid at the end of the stream. I'm talking about Matt, the creator of Dragons on Tires Not Pump. It's a good fun. He was just on the stream a few days ago. We just set him up with a dedicated device and moved everything to that dedicated device. So the chances of that dedicated device getting hacked are very, very slim. The chances of his phone getting hacked are very high, and the chances of him getting hacked on his laptop through link, through software, through web surfing, through Telegram. Telegram is a piece of shit, guys. Don't put anything on Telegram that you wouldn't post publicly. Don't do it. Telegram is shit security wise. Anyways, I will send your friend a couple of dark or fuel cells when he gets a new address. Thank you very much. There's a lot of people that reached out to help him with the security, that offered to help with security, and also offered to help him build up his funds, which is just that means a lot. It means a lot that you guys are so caring about someone that you probably have never met. Send out the hardware wallet to cold wallet to trade. Send out of hardware wallet to cold wallet to trade. Okay, yeah, Steve's thinking ahead. Yeah, we're gonna dig a lot deeper into security here on this channel. I would hate for this project to do what I hope it'll do, and for you guys to be rewarded financially the way I hope I want you to be rewarded, just to lose it to a hacker. I mean, this was a big kick in the gut. Thank goodness it was early in the game, and but that's neither here nor there. Hot wallet whoops. All good, man. We can help as a community. Yeah, you guys are. This community is the best place. This is the dark matter, anti-gravity. A lot of hacks lately. Triplet Dad and I were talking about this in Panama, and there are people that are just that can really mess you up. And the less opportunity you give these people to take your stuff and to hack you and steal from you, the better. But yeah, it really sucks. But we as a community, we can figure out what happened and how it happened, and then we can warn other people and help other people. I mean, yeah, it sucks that we learn this way, or that we take shit seriously after something goes wrong. But there are some things being developed that I can't talk about from a security standpoint that I think people are going to take advantage of. Not just cold storage or hardware wallets, but some other stuff that people have been cooking that could have prevented this. like totally could have prevented, even if a hacker got into their wallet, they would not have been able to do nearly as much damage as they did. And it's when as I can talk more about these projects and products, I'm going to share them with you guys because, what good is making a ton of money if it gets stolen? Let's end on a fun note. What's the over on how fast Richard Hart starts to stream up? Over, under. I don't know. Like, Hexologist texted, like, if you want him to stream again. That's not something that Hexo would say unless Daddy gave him a pat on the head. That's all I'm going to say. Same thing with like Pumped Up Tires and him launching a token. Hexo does not stray far from the pack. Hexo is loyal, almost loyal to a fault. He's not loyal to a fault, but he's pretty loyal. He's inside. The fact that Hexo said that tells me we could be tomorrow's Sunday. I think it'll be soon. Over under. I think that Richard Hart will stream before the Pulse Chain tour meetup in Vegas. I think he will stream in the next 3 days. That's my guess. My guess is a month, says Jonathan. Let's set the over-under at 20 days. Ooh, Triplet Dad. That's, like I said, I think so within a week. But the time for response. Yeah, it is time for response. Anyways, let's go out on some good music. Let me I've been playing a lot of Paris. I've been playing a lot of John Billion, All Time Low. Let me think of the most positive song I can think of. Like the most happiest song. You know what? For Ya by Boys Choir. And this one this one makes me feel like $1,000,000. I always forget. For Ya, Boys Choir, and there it is. It's Boys Choir, which is so crazy. It's boys with an apostrophe, choir. Oh, I spelled choir wrong. All right, this one right here, it may not be everyone's jam. It's definitely a dance song. It's called For Ya by Boys Choir, and it's featuring Soda, SO-DA. I'll show you guys here in a second. It doesn't have a video to go with it. I think it's just, basically just like the album cover, but it is on Spotify. I found it there. Oh, I switched ahead to actually hit some. Hang on. Sorry, that's Hermitude, which is also pretty badass. But here we go. It is Boys Choir For Ya featuring Soda. And because it doesn't have a video, I'm going to scroll through some of the art that's going on in Telegram that is so sick. You're going to need a doctor. Puddles, Pity Party, Royals. Okay, I'm gonna do both. I'll do this one and I'll do Puddles, Pity Party, Royals. Yeah. REO Speedwagon, Time for Me to Fly, LOL. That one's pretty good. That's what I was thinking, Triplet Dad. Yep, great minds think alike. Okay, so we're gonna go. I'll do all three of them. If you're watching on YouTube, you probably are gonna lose the stream. It's probably gonna get but maybe it'll just be like that. You can't be monetized. It's just like, keep your 3 cents, YouTube. Anyways, so if this gets cut, you might have to jump over to You might have to jump over to X to finish watching this music, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play. Shoot. I'm gonna play this one first, and then I'm gonna end on your guys's REO Speedway and Times to Fly and Puddles Pity Party because yeah, we can chill with that. I like that. REO's solid choice. Yeah, we will do all three. So we're gonna start with mine, and then we'll end with yours, and I'll try to flip through some of our art, which is just silly. It's just amazing art. Okay, so this is For You by Boys Choir and featuring Soda. This is pumps me up, and I'm going to play your guys's right here. So enjoy.
You told me I was beautiful, that I wasn't like the usual. Oh, 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 yeah. You played me like a fool, 'cause I forgot the rules. You go on living like before. I can't keep myself from you. But I'm losing it for you. I'm losing it for you. So tell me what you want this time. Oh my God. Can you give me something to define? Oh, 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 yeah. Do it in my sleep. Let's go and take a leap. Wishing you would fall with me. I can't keep myself from you. But I'm losing it for you. I'm losing it I'm losing it for you. The things you said, so beautiful. I'm losing it for you. Not like the usual. I'm losing it
You can still manage other people's capital without an Ivy League degree. The prop firm model is making this happen. Prop firms gather capital to fund traders.
Sorry, guys. Sorry for the shit advertisements. All right, next one was we're gonna do pity party. Sped up music video. Which one was it here? We're looking at yeah, Soda, SODA, very refreshing salty beverage. GG, good guys. Okay, Puddles Pity Party by the Royals. Puddles. Oh no, that's me looking for some alpha right there. Puddles Pity Party, Royals. Boom. Here we go. Whoa. Look at that. Puddles, Sad Clown with Golden Voice. Puddles Pity Party. Is this it? Or Is this a cover? Puddles Pity Party Silent Cloud forms Royals by Lord America's Got Talent. Okay. Party Clown, Sun's Crowd. I'm gonna go with this one. Well, there's a mix, and then there's this one right here, Lord cover. Lord covers Royals. Okay, let's do this one. This one's gotta be the closest one right here. I like the mood. I like the vibe. Let's go back into the.
I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not proud of my address. In a torn up town, no postcode envy, but every song's like gold teeth, gray goose tripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It don't run in our blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. My friends and I, we've cracked the code. We count our dollars on the train to the party, and everyone who knows us knows we're fine with this. We didn't come for money, but every song's like gold teeth, gray goose tripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, oh, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It don't run in our blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. Oh, oh. Oh, 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 I'm bigger than I ever dreamed. And we'll never be royals. It don't run in our blood. The kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule.
I think that was it. I bet you anything we hear a commercial pop up now. Do you have any Christmas? Anything but a commercial? Oh, good. Okay, we're gonna go with REO now. REO. Time for me to fly. Hell yeah. All right, should we watch the video, or do you want to keep scrolling through art? Let me know in the chat. That was awesome. Sniper, dude. Pink Miss Well is so bad. That fat Batman, LOL. We call him Sad Man. Yeah. Hey, we don't judge. Second one, yes. Oh, you're getting demonetized. You know, keep your 7 cents, bro. Soda, very refreshing beverage. That was awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know. Whatever. He says whatever. Okay, I like going through the art. I love going through the art. I want to go through the art. So let me hit play on this one. Time to Fly. This one has 11 million views. This one has 18 million views. So we'll go with the 18 million. 18.
The vast majority of Utahns understand.
Oh, I don't care about the vast majority of Utahns. Shut up. Here we go.
I've been around for you, been up and down for you, but I just can't get any relief. I've swallowed my pride for you, lived in life for you, but you still make me feel like a thief. You got me stealing your love away, 'cause you never give it. Peeling the years away, and we can't relive it. Oh, I make you laugh, and you make me cry. I believe it's time for me to fly. You said we'd work it out. You said that you had no doubt that deep down we were really in love. Oh, but I'm tired of holding on to a feeling I know is gone. I do believe that I've had enough. I've had enough of the falseness of a worn-out relation. Enough of the jealousy and the intoleration. Oh, I make you laugh, and you make me cry. I believe it's time for me to fly. Time for me to fly. Oh, I got to set myself free. Time for me to fly. Now that's just how it's got to be. I know it hurts to say goodbye, but it's time for me to fly. It's time for me to fly. Oh, I got to set myself free. Oh, baby, that's just how it's got to be. Oh, I know it hurts to say goodbye, but it's time for me to fly. Yeah, it's time for me to fly. 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 It's time for me to fly.
Was not ready for that one gif. Woo! Family friendly.
Magic.
Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, this one right here. Good Things Fall Apart. I'll probably actually go out on that video. But yeah, I'm gonna go out on this video just because this one's a badass one right here. Let me check the chat real quick. YouTube Premium. Dude, I had YouTube Premium forever. I actually cut it. I had the family plan. I cut it so I could put more money into crypto. So I just, yeah. Anyways, good night, buddy. Good night. Good night. We're gonna go out on this one more song, and yeah, just because I saw it, I like it. So here you guys go. Millennium, Good Things Fall Apart.
Did I say something wrong? Did you hear what I was thinking? Did I talk way too long when I told you all my feelings that night? Is it you? Is it me? Did you find somebody better? Someone who isn't me? 'Cause I know that I was never your type. Never really your type. Overthinking's got me drinking, messing with my head. Whoa. Tell me what you hate about me. Whatever it is, I'm sorry. I know I can be dramatic, but everybody said we had it. I'm coming to terms with a broken heart. I guess that sometimes good things fall apart. When you said it was real, guess I really did believe you. Did you fake how you feel when we walked down by the river that night? That night when we fogged up the windows in your best friend's car, 'cause we couldn't leave the windows down in December. Whoa. Tell me what you hate about me. Whatever it is, I'm sorry. I know I can be dramatic, but everybody said we had it. I'm coming to terms with a broken heart. I guess that sometimes good things fall apart. Overthinking's got me drinking, messing with my head. Tell me what you hate about me. Whatever it is, I'm sorry. I know I can be dramatic, but everybody said we had it. I'm coming to terms with a broken heart. I guess that sometimes good things fall apart.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Oh, God. Sniper. All right, cool. So, I'm out. That was it. That was a crazy Saturday, kids. Oh, that is a sweet face right there. Yeah. I'll turn my camera back on for you guys. Just say goodbye. I love you guys. Shout out to Randy, no permissions. It's going to be a good week in Vegas. And I want to thank you guys for being our ride and dies. And I hope you guys have a lovely evening. Good night.